Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting him with a straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fan. How y'all feeling on this good morning? We decided to come on at 10 o'clock because we had 10K just for no reason. You feel me? So we gonna talk some boxing early today, man. Shout out to the fan, everybody that was rocking with me, man. We hit our mark big time yesterday, man. Shout out to the family. Appreciate y'all, man. We did it without being some hating old ninjas, right? We did it without being some haters, man. How y'all feeling, man? Shout out to everybody. BVO, what's good with it, man? Shout out to the OG, man. What's good, family? How you feeling? Appreciate you. CJ, my dog. What's good, Favorite G's? You know it. Jersey, stand up. Jamel, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Appreciate you, my guy. Shout out to my cousin. What's good with it? How you feeling, Cuzzo? Always good to see you in the building. Don't work too hard because I know you always working. Son, man, shout out to you, bro. We're going to keep building. You know it, man. Double tap the screen. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We just going to have us a good boxing conversation early this morning. Why not? You know, I knew you was working. That's why I said don't work too hard, Cuzzo. And, man, shout out to my guy, Jamel, man. And we're going to get to it, man, because we was live yesterday and we was building on everything we was talking about, and while we were chopping it up, the press conference for Keith Thurman and Fundora was going on, man. You know, some people was talking about it, man. You know, we got Shock and Cool Boy on that card as well, and that's a highly anticipated fight, man. If you like you like boxing, that's a can't miss fight right there between them two dudes, man. I got a sneaky suspicion it's gonna be a really good fight, man. Shoutouts Foster talking like he ain't trying to lose. You get me? And Cool Boy talking like, man, like Shock must got him effed up, man. You got two guys that really don't want to lose, and the winner go on to do even bigger and better things, man. So I don't think neither guy's trying to take that step back. It's gonna be a good one, but me, we gonna review it, man. We gonna review it. I'm gonna pull up the presser, and we gonna watch it a little bit here, man. We got some things to talk about. We're gonna talk about Virgil, man. We got to talk about Virgil. I think Virgil is a victim of like circumstance and situation, and maybe possibly politics, because I think he's far too good. Like, to even question him being a hype job is crazy. If you look at his resume, Virgil Ortiz got a pretty good resume, man. It's really solid. And I said this before on a different stream. I think it's criminal that this dude ain't fought for a title yet. You could go with a number of different reasons why that hasn't happened, but I don't know. The talent and everything is there, man. I just think it's a matter of time for the man. But we're gonna talk about it a lot, man. We see a little clip of EJ back in the gym. We got Virgil Ortiz saying Charlo turned him down. We're gonna talk about all this, man. Virgil, a victim to his illness. Yeah, that too, Cuzzo, good point. Because I think that disrupted everything. And I'm glad you brought that up, because I wouldn't even like mention that. I would have forgot to bring it up. I think a lot of people, when they assess his career and where he's at right now, I don't think they include the fact that he got sick the way he did, right? I don't think they include it. But just like you can't speak on his situation without highlighting the fact that, yeah, he did get sick. He did have the rhabdomyolysis or something like that, I think it's called. But yeah, he had it, and that shit almost took him out. And I remember his father, responding to a fan on Twitter saying, those two fights that we call tune-up fights at 54 when he moved up, he said, shit, those was to make sure he could still compete. Like, dude was really fighting for his life. So I level with Virgil, and I rock with him because of it, because that illness, that situation could have took him out. Could take anybody out. That shit could ruin your career. You know what I'm saying? He was having them flare-ups. Think about it. He was supposed to be a champion, and that's why shout out to Cuzzo, because you made a great point. Because who was he supposed to fight? He was supposed to fight Stan Jonas before Boots. And my thing is, if it wasn't the illness that forced him out of the division, maybe we would have got a possible unification or something between him and Boots, or got that fight down there. You just never know. That's why I say, man, it's easy to criticize these guys on the show behind a microphone with your laptops and computers or phones or whatever you want, but it just take a different person, bro, to really highlight what it take to get to this level, man. That dude was literally fighting for his life. While people, and think about it, look how fans was. They was nasty about it, right? They was saying, nah, he ain't nothing wrong with him, and he just too big. He just need to move up, he ain't sick, ain't nothing wrong with him. And it's just crazy to say that. And this whole time, this dude fighting for his life. That's what kind of boxing fans we dealing with. That's why I say, man, the line, it seemed like it's getting drawn more and more between boxing fans and the fighters. I mean, it's crazy. I understand. Content creators as well. So shout out to Cuzzo, because that was a great comment. He definitely was a victim to his illness. Behind the Hands TV. Yeah, it's a 50-50 for sure. Forever G said that Rhabdo killed Virgil's momentum. I'm telling you, Behind the Hands is a fact, bro. Dre, what it do, homie? PVC back with a big one. Yeah, he is. A lot of people thought his illness was fake, so people sleeping on Virgil, thinking he just didn't want to fight names out. But when the truth came out, got it. Man, you get me? That's all we trying to do, because of all this toxic boxing talk, man. That shit banned over here, man. Like, we talking real shit, man. That illness came and messed up everything. Look how many times that fight fell apart. And then one of the times it wasn't his fault, because remember, Stan Jonas had to get the appendix taken care of, right? So, that wasn't his fault. It just seemed like that fight was cursed, like it just wasn't meant to happen. Shout out to Al Booger, man. Appreciate you, bro. He said, congrats. Appreciate you being a member for 24 months, man. My dog, man. That's 2 years, G. That's 2 years, man. I only been here for 3. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Al Booger, man. Appreciate you.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Al Booger. Appreciate you. Lee, what's good, homie? Appreciate you. Facts, man. Facts, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, Virgil at 54, I think is a problem, man. I think people are gonna continue to see that. I mean, we're gonna talk about his fight as well. But let's get to this. Let's get to this press conference because this is a really good fight that we got coming up. Look, Keith Thurman is confident. He back talking shit. I like this, bro. Keith Thurman healthy is good for boxing, y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but a healthy Keith Thurman is great for boxing. No lie, man. No lie, bro. A healthy Keith Thurman is great for boxing. Gee, let me see something, y'all. Let me see some. Let me see some. Healthy one time is good for boxing, y'all. It really is, bro. I just hope he can stay healthy. You know what I mean? I hope he be in tip-top shape for this fight because he gonna need it, bro. He gonna need it. He gonna need it, bro. Sebastian Fundora is a damn trick bag, and I hope he don't get caught up in no blender, man. Playing with Sebastian. So keep talking in third person is great for boxing. Keep having a step ladder. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Reef, what's good, homie? How you feeling, man? You say you're on the way to work. And shout out to my homie Dre, too, man. Appreciate you, Reef. Shout out to you, homie. Y'all double tap y'all screens, man. If y'all new sub to the channel, we just gonna keep building, y'all. Let's get to this, though. Let's get to this presser. Let's get to it. Keith Thurman, he said talking to third person. It's great. Behind the hands. You know he like when keep talking to third. One time. Oh, man. This is funny, man. You gotta love it, bro. Gotta love this, man, for boxing. Get him back in there. Just let him talk, bro. Get look. He started off tripping. Shout out to fight.
Super pumped, to be back in the ring.
Bro, Keith started off tripping with the step.
I had a pretty active year, and just excited to get one in before the year ends against Ramos and Mosley Jr. He's not here, but he just got to show up to fight night. I'll handle the rest.
He might
Thank
kick
you guys.
Ramos and Mosley Jr. ass.
And now let's get ready for our co-main event.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Jesus Ramos might beat the hell out of Shane Mosley Jr., bro. He better be able to keep up, bro. He better pack a lunch, too. Jesus Ramos gonna try to drown him, bro. Telling you, he gonna try to take him. He gonna try to drown him. God self, my dog. What's good with it, homie? Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. Let's hit 15K, y'all. Let's keep
of
building,
the
man.
evening, champion versus champion for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the world. As I bring on a man who has a record of 23 wins opposite 3 defeats, including a dozen victories coming by way of knockout. He most recently reclaimed his title in his last bout by avenging a controversial split decision loss by upending Ramos and Mosley. He is fighting out of Orange, Texas, and the reigning, defending WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Oshaki Foster.
Bro, someone said Keith Thurman needs a step ladder, and that person was Keith Thurman. Keith is a character, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
How y'all doing? So first I want to thank God. I want to thank my team, Top Rank, PBC, everybody that was involved with putting this event together, and all the fans that's going to be tuned in and that's coming out. October 25th is going to be a great night. I'm coming out there to put on a dominant show. I know my opponent.
Keith versus Tim. Remember, cuz Keith had got what was it? He had got injured or something like that, and then Tim Tszyu ended up fighting Fundora in a rematch and getting stopped. So now all Keith Thurman is doing, instead of fighting Tim Tszyu, he fought the winner, which is Fundora.
We're gonna be ready, but we're gonna be sending him back down.
Oh shit! Man, what y'all think about it? Shock said he's sending cool boy ass back down, bro. Man, a man of few words, man. Shock said, nah, we sending his ass back down the weight class, man. But I don't think so. I think cool boy done with 22. I think if he do anything, he gonna move up.
Thank you very much to Shocky Foster. Very much cannot wait for this one. And his opponent, 23.
Cool boy and Shock, have they ever sparred? Nope.
Wins, opposite 1 defeat, 8 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the reigning WBC featherweight champion of the world, looking to become a 3-division world champion and solidify himself as one of the sport's top pound-for-pound fighters. Most recently scored his 126-pound world championship back in February by defeating longtime nemesis Brandon Figueroa. And now he will once again look to proudly represent where he's from in West Philadelphia, PA. This guy is truly a throwback fighter and always willing to test himself against the world's best. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stephen Coolboy Steph Fulton Jr.
Thank God for being here today. Well, we back October 25th. Thanks to Al Heyman, PBC, Top Rank, everyone that put this together.
You caught that too.
See y'all October 25th. I don't really got much to say right now.
Nemesis, he made it sound crazy.
Thank you very much to Cool Boy Steph. He's going to let his talking to be done inside the ring on Saturday, October 25th. Our main event for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. As we bring up one half of our main event, this man with a record of 31 wins, 23 of those coming by way of knockout against one sole defeat. One of the most accomplished fighters of this era and a former unified welterweight champion of the world. He's defeated the likes of Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Robert Guerrero, and Mario Barrios, just to name a few of the guys who he has defeated over the course of his career. Most recently, moving up to the super welterweight division as he handed Brock Jarvis a devastating defeat back in the month of March, and he looks to add another victory to what he believes will be and extend his Hall of Fame resume. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former unified welterweight champion of the world and will look to become a 2-division world champion on Saturday, October 25th. Please welcome Keith, one-time Thurman.
Keithy boy.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today, man? Thank you for coming out. This is just a beautiful moment for me in my career right now at 36 years old. You know, glory be to the Most High. Life is full of obstacles and struggles and challenges, but, you know, that's the essence of life. You know, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of spice makes everything nice.
Right, cuz
man, coming back, you know, last year I was here in Vegas, LA, down the street, same thing, Presser, Vergil, Fundora was on the panel, and then you guys know the story, the fight didn't happen, he stepped in and did what fighters do, take fights on short notice to elevate himself to this status of a champion. Fundora has truly deserves the position that he has today. But at 36 years old, I guess you can call me the OG. And they can say veteran, whatever they want. What I do in this sport, and a lot of people wonder why Keith Thurman is still here. And I know it's the reason why a lot of these fighters are here today. And it's the love that we have in our hearts for boxing. If the kind of fighter that I am, I love making people love boxing. That's what it's all about. That's what big fights in Vegas are all about. When I was a unified
Hey, real quick, I support that message, man. I'm all about that, man. Try to have conversations that bring people to the sport, not make them hate it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we had a slew of gang. I know he got gang coming. They got gang coming. We got a slew of gang.
Keith Thurman 36 out there talking about gang is crazy.
They can't wait for the next fight. When's it happening? Where's it at? Vegas?
Keith gotta
New York?
chill, bro.
They didn't even go on holidays no more. It was all about fight week. It was all about fight night, man.
What?
And I just miss the action. I miss the excitement. And I know that this fight right here, this is what PBC is all about. You look right down here. You put Thurman's name next to anybody. You put Thurman's name next to everybody. I guarantee you, it's going to be a fight you ain't going to want to miss. You're going to want to tune in. You're going to want to save the money and fly to Vegas. Y'all in Cali, baby. You can drive to Vegas. Come out and have a good time. October 25th, man. Like I said, there's challenges. There's obstacles. I'm about to conquer Mount Everest himself. The living, breathing, walking mountain of a man this Fundora is. They like to call him the fire.
Appreciate you, fam.
You can put me in the fire. I've been 24 karat gold. Solid. No impurities in my heart. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Like 100K.
This is what I live for right here, baby. Championship boxing. World class. The top of the sport. Like I said, if you don't like boxing, I'm going to get you to watch boxing. If you like boxing, I'm going to get you to love boxing. And if you love boxing, then you don't want to miss this. I'm telling you, I premeditated this fight, man. We have the potential right here, man. I mean, I'm that child. I go back to the throwbacks.
You ain't never heard nobody.
What do y'all want? What do y'all want?
Just one of one.
You want a 12-round fight? Huh? What do you want? Huh? 12 rounds?
Look.
6-round fight. You want a 6-round fight? Or you want that Hagler Hearns, baby? You want 2 rounds of motherfucking madness?
Yeah.
Where one of us gotta go.
This man crazy.
Because when 2 greats go toe to toe, blow for blow, someone's gotta fall down. Hashtag Timber. I'm telling you, man, this is just a warm-up.
Taking suggestions for
I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm looking forward to the hype. You guys, we got 8 weeks of action. Follow, tune in, stay glued, because it's only going to get better as we get closer to October 25th. Thank you once again. God bless.
Man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, you gotta like this dude.
It's safe to say that Keith Thurman is a bit fired up.
Got to, because he really good for boxing. He gonna sell it, whether you don't like it or not. The dry humor, whatever you call it, I like it, bro. He entertaining, and he ain't lying though. Show me a boring Keith Thurman fight. It don't exist, bro. He's not a boring guy. He get in there and go. He give you everything he got every single time, and still to this day he only lost once. So, you know, he got a tough fight in front of him, but. It's scrappy vet.
That's
man.
a very passionate world champion, as he's already focused and prepared for October 25th. Let's meet the man who he's going to be standing across the ring from, who has had a tremendous year thus far, 2-0, including victories over Cordell Booker and most recently having stopped Tim Tszyu at the MGM Grand Garden back in July. His record, 23 wins.
Fundora sitting over there looking like the son of a Mexican drug lord. Look at him now. Why is he dressed like that? Bro, look like the son of a Mexican drug lord, bro. Look at him right now. He look like, man, he definitely, Sebastian Fundora sitting up there looking like he definitely got it for the low. He definitely got it for the low, man. Behind the scenes, bro, he got what you need, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he got what you need.
1 loss, 1 draw, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. He's a native of Coachella, California, trained by his father, Freddie Fundora, and alongside his sister, the undisputed flyweight world champion, Gabriela. And they make up the first brother and sister tandem in boxing history to simultaneously hold world championships. When I look at this man, obviously he is a tall task for anybody standing 6'6.5".
Nah, don't lie. Don't lie. Say what you really see when you look at that man. Go ahead and tell him about that outfit. Look like he about to go to the 70s prom or something, bro. Bro, look, he about to get up and break down right now and start dancing. You know what I'm saying? He definitely went and made a couple runs. As soon as his press conference is over, bro dressed for the occasion and everything. Tony was good with it. He's like, he got 8 balls, I swear, behind the hands. He's sitting up there at the podium like he got it for the low,
He's
man.
all action, as Tom Brown mentioned.
Looking like
he continues to get better. He's a fighting champion. He's willing to take fights on short notice, or if he's given 8 to 10 weeks, it doesn't matter. He loves to step inside the ring and compete. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Sebastian the Towering Inferno Fundora.
What? Nah, bro. What? Nah.
Hello, everybody.
You don't overpronounce the name, bro. Like, what'd he say? What did he just call him? Why couldn't he just say Fundora, bro? He made that shit sound crazy. Fundora's sitting there like they ain't even talking to him, yo. He thinking about that. He thinking about that drop off, that low he got drop off when his press conference over. He not even there, bro. Ain't even thinking about the press. Bro, think about moving that weight.
Such a challenging opponent.
Look at him.
Former champion, one of the pound for pounds back then. But it's time for a change in the sport. I think I could be that face for it. So I'm just excited for everything.
He's tall as hell.
And,
if he don't
we'll
move
see
that
you guys again
microphone
October
closer.
25th.
Nah, Fonzie, like what?
Thank you very much to Sebastian Fundora. I'm gonna speak with.
Told y'all his mind ain't in. He ain't really thinking about this presser. Don't mean he ain't gonna be focused on the fight, but he definitely thinking about that low. He gotta go make. He gotta go make a couple drop offs. Bro ain't even thinking about the fight. And he came up there and said, "I think it's time for a change. I think I could be that change." And that's it. Like that's all I heard. That's all I heard, bro. He went and sat back down, bro.
With Jesus Ramos, who's going to be fighting for the interim WBC Middleweight Championship of the World. Your opposition on Saturday, October 25th, Shane Mosley Jr. I know he's not here, but how do you assess the skill set of Shane Mosley Jr.? He's got a lot of momentum, having won 5 in a row, including having defeated the former world champion Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah, he has a lot of momentum coming, into his fight. He's got some good names. But and he can be the perfect fighter if you allow him to be. He's got a good style, very technical. But that's where we come in. That's where my style comes in. We're gonna make him uncomfortable.
Man, you're right. He could market the hell out of it.
Now you're competing in the middleweight division. Typically, your former weight class, super welterweight. Right now, there seems to be a void in the middleweight division. There doesn't seem to be a clear-cut dominant champion compared. I think the last one that we saw was Gennady Golovkin some years ago. Do you believe that with this fight, it can usher in a new era where you can be the man at 160?
Definitely. I feel like I can bring new energy to the middleweight division. And like you said, a face, of the middleweight division. And it all starts October 25th.
At 24 years of age, we've watched you grow and blossom and evolve on these big cards. Does it make it easier in terms of handling the media obligations, Las Vegas, and also focused on the task at hand?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah, that's Ramos' cousin. He moved up to 60. He fighting Shane Mosley Jr. at 60. And remember, we were saying, like, he a big 54-pounder. And this just proves it, moving his ass up. I think he might put a beat on Shane Mosley
Being
Jr.
in big cards and having experience.
And yeah, Tony, that's what you're seeing probably with Sebastian. Some guys are men a few words, maybe, I don't know, getting closer to the fight. I don't know. But he just seemed like he didn't care too much to speak too much. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely gonna come to fight. That's one thing.
All of that,
sure.
It just
hell yeah, fat ass face.
It gives me a different confidence. I have different confidence and more mature, like you said. So I'm just excited to be able to showcase my talent on October 25th on such a big card, with a lot of talent. We got a lot of talent in this card, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Is it nice to think that now you have an extra 6 pounds and you don't necessarily have to cut as much weight? Because at 24 years of age, you are evolving as a man and really growing like into your body.
He did, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. I can fill in, and I feel like it'll be a good weight class. It'll be a good a good extra 6 pounds. You know, I think it'll work in my benefit.
You think your power translates?
Definitely, yeah. It translated in the Jason Rosario fight, and I think it'll translate in this one as well.
Can't wait for that one, Jesus Ramos. We look forward to seeing you during fight week. And now our co-main event for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship.
His power going to translate because it's probably his chance or a sign that he could have or should have been up there already. But I ain't knocking him. He did go up. It ain't like he waited till he missed weight or anything like that. He just went up when it was time. So I think he's going to look good at 60, man. What's interesting is middleweight is a division that should be a lot more talked about, but it ain't. And I want to see which one of these guys is going to really try to, you know what I'm saying, make a run at middleweight, man. That's what I want to say. Who the next great middleweight out there? Shout out to Sunchild. Appreciate you, bro. You know we just getting started.
Of the world, Oshaki Foster recently reclaimed your title by, avenging a controversial split decision loss at the hands of Robson Consuncao. Oshaki, with everything that you've been through, how big of a moment is this for you as you defend your championship against Stephen Fulton Jr. on Saturday, October 25th?
For me, it's the biggest. First time on pay-per-view. We got a big card coming up, Prime Video. My most accomplished opponent. So I'm excited, man. I'm ready to.
You've had some big moments in your career, but in your mind, assuming everything goes well, do you believe that October 25th can be your coming out party?
Most definitely. Most definitely. All we got to do is go make a statement on him and put on a great show. I see all the fans disrespectful and talking all of this. So, once I show them what I'm really about, it won't be no question.
Does that anger you a little bit?
Say again?
In terms of what the fans are saying, you're saying that the fans are being a little bit disrespectful towards you. Do you use that as quote-unquote bulletin board material?
Oh, yeah, for sure. This whole thing, has been disrespectful to me. You know what I mean? I'm sitting over here. I'm the champion. We fighting for my title. But, he going to pay for all of that. I ain't really tripping.
Stephen Fulton Jr. said you're going to pay for what the fans are saying.
Pay for it all.
Your response?
I feel like he's saying everything he's supposed to say. Saying everything he's supposed to say.
We turn Stephen Fulton Jr.'s mic on? Or
yeah, turn my boy mic on. What y'all
He's saying everything he's supposed to say right now. I understand where he's at, but he's just saying the things that he's supposed to say.
For you, how big of a fight is this in your career? You've already been a world champion in 2 divisions, but you come from the rich fighting city of Philadelphia, PA, one of the richest boxing cities in the United States. To be able to be a 3-division world champion, what does that mean to you personally?
It means a lot, but I'm not really focused on the title of becoming a 3-division world champion. I'm more so, I like fighting other champions. That's why I moved up to make this move. So, but it will feel great accomplishing that.
Mm-hmm.
I sense a bit of an edge from Oshaki Foster. Do you like that?
This fight gonna be because you got these 2 dudes got some shit to prove, man. You know what I mean? He talking about sending Cool Boy back. Cool Boy like, man, I'm staying put, man. It's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait to see this
his
fight.
mentality coming into this fight, because you like fighting against, as you talked about, former world champions, current world champions, and fighting the world's best.
Tomato, tomato. Like, I don't really care about what people be having to say, nor fighters. Sometimes they speak from nerves, and they just say what they have to say. That's it.
At 130, how do you feel heading into this fight at that weight?
I feel good. I'm a big boy right now. I feel real good. My weight, everything, I feel real good.
Oshaki, you said that you're going to send him back down, obviously alluding to the fact that you're going to, have him go back to 126. Do you feel that the 4 pounds make a significant difference in this fight?
Not really just the 4 pounds. He coming from 122, if we being real. He fought at 26 twice. You know what I mean? I really still feel like he really a 122 pounder. He just walk around heavy. So, I mean, I think it's definitely gonna play a factor though, for sure. I mean, I'm not looking for it too. I think my skills gonna pay the bills, but we'll see when we get in there.
But does the size advantage in your mind give you a bit of an edge?
I never really looked at size. It's all about skills, man. It's all about skills. But we'll see. Come fight night, we'll see if you know the power that I bring, he can hold up to.
What do you think about the power that O'Shaquie Foster has heading into this matchup?
I'm a dog. I don't really be caring what how big people be. None of that. I done fought the biggest, the strongest, all that. I done been through all that shit. I don't be caring. I really don't be caring. So the power is not gonna matter to me. I'm big too. They looking at past weight classes. I done outgrew that weight class before I lost. They're looking at past weight classes. I've been at 122 since I was in the amateurs, 123. I just moved up last year, fought 2 times and became 2-division world champion. I'm about to do it again. I don't care about all that, who's bigger, all that. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying?
All that talk dead. That shit, you going back down and you gonna defend that title.
I ain't going back down at all. I'm staying right where I'm at right now.
Dead.
I fuck around, move up again right after I conquer this.
Yeah, after you get fucked up, you're gonna have other options. I heard they talking about.
You saying everything you're supposed to say right now, man. Saying everything you're supposed to say. About all that, who's bigger, all that. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying?
All that talk dead. That shit.
Shout out to my baby girl, the Queen Miss Just Dudes in the building. How you feeling? Appreciate you, baby girl. Dr. Boxing Talk, my dog. Appreciate you, family. Yes, sir. We building, man. We gonna keep getting there. Much love, my guy.
You going back down and you gonna defend that title.
I ain't going back down at all. I'm staying right where I'm at right now.
Dead.
I fuck around, move up again right after I conquer this.
Yeah, after you get fucked up, you're gonna have other options. I heard they talking about.
You saying everything you're supposed to say right now, man. Saying everything you're supposed to say.
Hey, I'm the
because this might be 2 of them right here with Cool Boy.
I'm gonna say what I'm supposed. Hey, yeah, and I mean.
Who else got a belt up here?
Hey, and I mean everything
I'm
saying.
champ, right?
I mean everything I'm saying. You know,
you can
everybody know.
I don't know it. I don't even know you. I know who you are, but I don't know you.
They just making it hard on you, man. You supposed to be over here, man. They know,
but I'm not over there. I'm not over there for a reason, bro. Like you said, I'm your biggest test, bro.
And everybody that's doubting me, that's doing all this fruit gaze and stuff. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all.
So just let your hands talk then.
I'm gonna show y'all. What you say?
Let your hands talk then.
Oh, I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna show you,
let
boy. What
talk.
you mean?
I'm not with all this stuff. I don't do all the back and forth.
I ain't gonna shut up for
but look,
nobody.
I ain't gonna do back and forth. I'm gonna let you talk because I ain't doing back and forth.
I'm gonna talk my stuff and I'm gonna act up when it's time. Trust me. On me. That's how it's going.
I ain't mad at Shock, man. He said I'm gonna talk my stuff and I'm gonna act up when it's time. You gotta love this, man. You know,
this fruit gaze and stuff. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all.
So just let your hands talk then.
I'm gonna show y'all. What you say?
Let your hands talk then.
Oh, I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna show you,
let
boy. What you mean?
I'm not with all this stuff. I don't do all the back and forth.
I ain't gonna shut up for
but look,
nobody.
I ain't gonna do back and forth. I'm gonna let you talk because I ain't doing back and forth.
I'm gonna talk my stuff and I'm gonna act up when it's time. Trust me. On me. That's how it's going.
He in his feelings right now.
Your experience.
Nerves.
Your experience.
I'm ready to get active. Gang, I'm ready to get active. We've been supposed to, August 16th, it was supposed to go down. You know, I've been ready to get active, boy.
It's nerves, bro.
Steven, do you feel like your experience is going to play a factor in this fight?
Always, man. I'm experienced, bro. That's why all the stuff that people be talking, I don't be caring about none of that. That don't faze me. I don't care how big a person is. None of that. My experience talk. My heart talk. I'm tough. I don't got to put on this facade, try to act tough or none of that. Because people know. That's why I stay in my own lane. Just let me stay where I'm at, and everything will be cool.
Well, I can't wait for this one. They're not going to be cool on Saturday, October 25th. O'Shaquie Foster, Stephen Fulton, champion versus champion for Foster's WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World. Now the main event of the evening with the challenger, Keith, one-time Thurman, back inside the ring after vanquishing Brock Jarvis. Keith, you had to go to Australia to fight back in March. Now
that is going to be the fight, man. I believe Shockey and I believe Cool Boy. I don't think they just selling it. I think they mean everything they saying. That they could steal the show, low key. That fight could end up being fighting tonight.
In Las Vegas, fighting here in your home country. What's it like, and how much have you missed the bright lights of Las Vegas main event? Another big pay-per-view. You look to become a 2-division world champion.
Yeah, you know, it was a lot of fun to go down under and just travel. You know, what I love about boxing is that boxing is a world sport, you know. These boys, these statuses here, these are world champions. There's only a few sports in the world that are world sports. We know,
I think
NFL is the #1 sport of the nation, right? But everyone in the world is not watching that. Overseas, boy, down under, they was playing rugby, boy, okay? They were getting it rough. They were playing rugby, okay? They don't play football, man. So what I love about boxing is just this is the type of entertainment, and you just never know where the next champion is going to come from, where their roots come from, whether they're Russian or Mexican or African. You just don't know, man. That's the beauty of the athletes, that you just have to have the heart and the will and then the skills that pay the bills, and you too can be champion of the world one day, man. So for me, living this life,
Keith up here doing infomercials,
man. Ever since I stepped in the ring when I was 7 years old, you know, so like you said, it's an honor and a blessing to be back in the bright lights of the MGM Grand Arena, Las Vegas, my country, USA, where the best fighters come. Where the best fighters, we got the greatest boxing history from New York to Vegas. And I just love it, man. It's gonna be a great show.
You've accomplished a lot already, being unified welterweight champion of the world. But to add to your legacy, how important is defeating Sebastian Fundora on October 25th mean to Keith Thurman?
You know, we look at fighters, we look at athletes, we look at the injuries, we look at everything that's happened in the past. All of that is water under the bridge. I've been through so much throughout my career. So many different obstacles, injuries, surgeries, politics, tricks. I've been through it all. But here I am, right here, right now, right back where I feel like I belong in the beautiful sport of boxing. Only making it more beautiful when you see Thurman's name added to the resume. And like you said, man, to be a 3-time world champion, 2-divisional world champion, you really asking me, after 2019 getting my first loss to Manny Pacquiao, you know, that's not the proper legacy of Keith one-time Thurman. But that falls on me. I fell short that night. I have to bite the bullet, you know. But here we go, moving up in weight. First, you got to remember, it was you. It was all of you saying Tim Tszyu is bad and Thurman's got no reason to be in with Tszyu. Now I'm fighting the guy that done slapped him up, not once, but twice. And he did it properly the second time. Good job, Fundora. Congratulations. You know, so he did my job, you know. And I'm going to give you a funny little backstory. He's in position because of me. I always heard he's a good kid, but he is. Because it's the right thing to fight Keith Thurman. Not only does it feel right, not only is it going to be a great fight, but this man got options. Let's be real. You want to know why I had to go to Australia? Because everybody's too busy fighting everybody else, leaving your man Keith one-time Thurman on the motherfucking shelf. That's all they was doing. Playing games. Picking up this check, that check.
Okay.
Ever since I was in the amateurs, there's been no such thing as an easy Thurman fight. Oh, I'm just gonna beat Thurman. Yeah. I'm just gonna roll through Thurman. You gotta really want this. You gotta want it in your legacy. And Fundora's at that stage of his career where he's getting some names, but he never got a name like this. He saw it. He heard the proposal. It sounded sweet. I'm gonna make sure it tastes bitter, but it sounds sweet. And you know, I'm just going to thank you, man. Thank you for taking this fight, Fundora. I salute you.
Sebastian, what would it mean for you to retain your championship on October 25th and defeat someone with the credentials and the legacy like Keith Thurman?
It just continues to show me that I'm doing the right thing, you know. We've been working very hard. One of the guys in the back were telling us look how far you've gone with PBC and everybody here. You know, now we're headlining our first pay-per-view fight as the A side. We've done it before with Tim, but now we're the A side, and you know, not that those things matter, but it just again shows me that I'm doing the right thing. So I'm very happy. I'm very blessed, and I'm gonna continue to do my job and keep winning.
Yeah,
you've been very active. This is your third fight this
like
year.
Bruno Mars.
You recently coming off of a victory over Tim Zoo back in mid-July. Now you're back at the end of October.
He got it for the low. He is Fundora is the plug. I'm convinced. If I don't see nothing else, bro. If he just stopped boxing one day, y'all know what his other job.
How good does that feel for you to be able? You fought in March, now July and October on the way. How good do you feel with that sort of wave of momentum and the activity that you have in the sport of boxing?
I think that's how boxing should be done. You know, the fans want to see the fighters fight. They want to see their favorite fighters fight. You know, I'm glad that I have a team that actually puts me out there constantly and works with me, works my schedule. I remember last year we said we want to fight at least 2 times, and my father said 3 if we can, and they gave us the 3 fights. You know, so if we're asking, we're receiving as well, and I'm very grateful.
How much have you evolved and you've grown? Because I recollect you loved
Sebastian. He'll look like he got it for the low court beer. He'll look like he got it for the low right now, man. Sebastian, like my bro said, Sebastian got at least an 8-ball in his pocket. Probably got a $250 in the car right now. He definitely made some drop balls after this presser. Look at
inside. Not that you can't do it, because you can. You mix it up on the inside. You tended to do that a lot. Now you're using your jab, staying on the outside. We're seeing different variations of Sebastian Fundora.
Yeah, we're growing. We're getting older. Now I'm 27 years old. I'm a full-grown man. There's no more excuses at all. But we're in a good position, you know. So while I was learning, you know, we're taking pretty tough fights, learning on the job, and now we're getting there where we're at the top, and now we have everybody that's tough. We have all kinds of guys that are tough, but at least we learned along the way. And again, I'm just very happy to be here, very happy to be on this card.
Keith, when you were up here, you used the hashtag Timber. That says...
Use the hashtag Timber. Was that it? Oh, why did it stop? Hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. Let me fix something. Please, no defensive president Sebastian Ray Davis, my dog. It said, what's up with the Palumbo look? It says, staying alive. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what he got going on. That's what they said, disco fever. Sebastian. Hold on, man. My bad, y'all. Let me get this back up. I don't know why I just did that. Man. This gonna be one. This gonna be one of them ones, though, man. Keith. Oh, man, yo, Keith. I hope Keith don't go out like Willie Lump, though, man. Like, it's a lot of things that could happen in this fight, but I just don't want to see Keith go out like Willie Lump, bro. Don't just get beat. Don't go out there and get beat from pillar to post. Don't look crazy out there, because you did Brock Jarvis pretty bad. Don't go out there looking crazy.
And for
that a lot.
A little bit.
That says to me, or maybe I'm just making an assumption, that you believe you can knock out Sebastian Fundora. Do you believe that you have the power and the ability to be able to knock out the reigning, defending WBC super welterweight champion of the world?
I mean, let's keep it real, man. We don't all have to go to Harvard to know what the word timber means, baby. Come on now. All right? So, for those who know the journey of Keith One-Time Thurman, it was KOs for life. And then as I continued to go up in the ranks, as I got into the championship 12-round boxing, focused on my conditioning, my athleticism, my skill set, and I lost a little bit of that killer and that dog that wants the KOs. Once again, I apologize to the fight fans, but your man is back. KOs for life. I wanted 3 fights this year, just like your man's here. But Tim Zoo wiggled out thinking, well, Thurman just knocked out one Australian in our hometown. maybe it's not so smart to face Thurman right now. And if we get the world championship by beating Fundora, we can do more. Fundora didn't let that happen. I had to stay on the sidelines over the summer to make this happen. I was looking forward to the 2 fights so that I could be back in action. And then my 3rd fight would be back in the U.S., making great things on this stage, you know. But at 36 years old, I can't play the long road. This is a beautiful opportunity to step up. And of course, I believe I could have knocked out everyone I ever fought it. The difference is...
Audit is crazy.
You know,
audit.
You have to premeditate what you're going to execute. Keith Thurman, on Real Talk, never tried to knock out Sean Porter. Keith Thurman never tried to knock out Danny Garcia. And Keith Thurman didn't try to knock out Jose Cito Lopez. And Keith Thurman did not try to knock out Manny Pacquiao.
Damn.
It's all in the mental. You see it, you believe it, then you achieve it.
I'm telling you.
Hashtag Timber, baby. Let's go.
Sebastian, when he says that,
you can tell Keith Thurman a little trash talk, a little rusty, ain't it? He got that 3rd person angle down pat. He got that 3rd person angle down pat, bruh. He got it down pat. There go my guy. The OT Bizzle was good with it in the ring for you. Your prize, right? yeah, facts. You got to get that money. And look, Keith Thurman ain't let nobody down. If you know the history and the story, man, the injuries was something that really affected him on a large scale.
he feels
that wasn't
like he can
ideal
knock
for
you
him
out.
all the time.
Your response?
Well, it's the sport of boxing, you know. Anything could happen in this sport, but we train very hard to win, and that's what I plan on doing on October 25th.
You mentioned about when you were up here speaking about the credentials that Keith has, but almost to the fact that that's in the past. He is 36 years of age. Do you feel that now this is your time? And obviously you respect Keith, but you want to cement your status as being the best super welterweight on the planet?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, again, we work very hard for this. I do think I am the best 154 right now. So, you know, it's just to continue this reign and, you know, keep doing what I'm doing.
The words of Ric Flair, Keith, to be the man, you got to beat the man. If you beat Sebastian Fundora, do you believe that you cement your status as being the best 154-pounder in the world?
You know, I leave opinions up to you guys. But the most important thing of what you just said was reestablish status in the sport of boxing, where people aren't going to have a reason to say no to a Thurman fight. Once I get the WBC title, then they're going to say, okay, Thurman for the belt, let's go. You know, I know what it's like to be champion. I know what it's like to be at the top. And I've been waiting. Setback, COVID. So much has happened. But you know what they say, man, God is good. And this opportunity right here, I'm not the first and I will not be the last. Floyd did it. Ali did it. You know, the great champions, you cannot stop them from being champion again. You know, this is what boxing is all about, man. The cream of the crop will rise. Fundora, he already told you guys, he's been learning on the job each and every step of the way. You know, my pedigree goes way back. I was 16 years old. My sparring partners were Winky Wright, Jeff Left Hook Lacey, Antoine Eccles, and Bad Chad Dawson with my man's Andre Berto. Like, the list goes on and on. I've been in the ring with champions since I was a teenager, you know. I'm bringing in the craftiness, the power. I competed in the amateurs at 152. My last 2 losses in my career is Manny Pacquiao in 2019 and the Olympic trials against Boo Boo Andrade, okay? So you ask me, he's a mountain of a man, but he's not a Demetrius Andrade, man. I believe that my Terminator mindset, that I'm gonna be able to get in there, find the right angles, find the holes like Swiss cheese, And when we go to
this
fill that
man
hole,
called himself the
it's big power
Terminator.
coming, baby.
Terminator mindset is. You can't be mad. This guy's silly, man. My Terminator mindset. He running out of shit right now.
We're coming to make a big statement in a packed division at 154 so that you guys can talk about and debate who is the greatest at 154. Because once we get done with this, it's Thurman versus everybody.
All right, before I get ready to let these guys go, both men and all the fighters very motivated indeed ahead of Saturday, October 25th. Jesus Ramos, I want to get from you your prediction against Shane Mosley Jr.
I'm coming to knock him out, you know, same thing, same mindset. I'm coming to get a knockout, and I'm going to try, you know, every round to get him out of there to inflict more damage than I did in the previous round, you know, and we're going to break him down round by round.
Jesus Ramos Jr. predicting a finish against Shane Mosley Jr., the reigning WBC super featherweight champion of the world. O'Shaquie Foster, how's it going down on Saturday, October 25th in Las Vegas?
Domination, man. I'm putting on the show, and I'm going to look good doing it.
Stephen Coolboy Steph Fulton Jr., how do you see the fight playing out against Saturday, October 25th?
I'm going to be a 3-division world champion. And, yeah, that's it. I'm a 3-division world champ. I've told you before, I don't really have to say much, but that's all I'm looking for is that end goal. That's my goal, and I'm going to accomplish it.
Exuding confidence are both men. Main event for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Former Unified Welterweight Champion of the World, Keith Thurman. Do you become a 2-division world champion, and how?
It's all just a matter of time. The truth will reveal itself, man. This is going to be an action-packed night with all the fighters you see on the panel. But I guarantee you, this main event is going to be a don't miss, don't move, don't blink, full action. The Battle of Champions, solidifying their position at 154. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm very grateful to be here. I can't wait to see the fight fans come fight week.
Keith, one-time Thurman, and now the reigning, defending WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Sebastian Fundora. How do you see this fight playing out against Keith Thurman on Saturday, October 25th?
It's going to be a great fight, you know. I'm happy that I have an opponent like Thurman fighting. You know, he's willing to fight. He's a banger. He hits hard, all these things. It's going to make an exciting night for the fight, or exciting night for the card. But, you know, we just plan on doing our own thing and winning, of course.
Do not miss this night of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause to all the fighters. We're going to have them pose.
In the building. Yeah, he definitely, that's Sebastian got it for the low Fundora. Because I don't care what you say. He definitely about to go make a couple of drop-offs right now. You see that outfit, bro? You think he put on his Sunday's best to play with y'all? That's why he ain't have really no words for the pressers, bro. He about to go get that bread. Y'all out here playing. Said this press conference ain't paying enough, bro. He about to go make them drop-offs and damn deliveries. bro got the beef. Yo, these guys, yo. Yo, the chair, his face off is crazy. Yo, now look. See? Man, we gotta look up at this dude. Shit. Man, it's about to get crazy for Keith. Man, bro, the pace of the thing. Good 5'7", 5'8", man. Good 5'7", 5'8". Man, they crazy. This the one right here, though, man. Really think so. This the one, man. I think on paper, this is the most competitive matchup on the card. Yo, cool boy. Man. Yeah, I see why he said he'd mess around and move up. I see why he said that. I get it. I get it, cool boy. I totally get it, bro. I totally get it. They gotta mic them up, man. We need to hear what they say. Take all day on mine. Cool boy in this one, yeah. I feel you. I think he might pull it off, man. I just think it's going to post Shock. They talking like Shock don't want to lose, though. Either, man. He's saying, man, he sound like he agitated by the fan, which is a good thing because I want to see a fight. Say he's sending Cool Boy ass back to 26. It's gonna be a good one, y'all, man. This is, man. It really is, though. It's gonna be a good one. I'm saying Keith tried to carry this one right here with the talking. He did the most talking, obviously. Yeah, that's Sebastian got it for the low Fundora right there, bro. That's Pablo sitting up there, Pablo Fundora and shit. About to go get some. We about to go get that money. Look better in his last fight than Foster looked in his last couple fights. Yeah, man. That's true, and he dominated. He dominated, whereas Shockey had some closer calls. You know, Abraham Nova, he beat him, but people felt like he let him hang around too much. The two Conceição fights is still in the back of people's minds. I just think Cool Boy been a more consistent performer, I guess I could say. And outside of that one knockout loss, he been putting belt to ass. He done fought about I want to say 7, 8, maybe 8 undefeated guys, Cool Boy. Something like that, something to that effect. So he's definitely battle tested, but Shock, you know, battle tested, took his losses early, got his shit together. I think they kind of robbed him in the first Conceição fight, so he shouldn't really have 3 losses, but you know. Them fights was competitive and close, man. This shit gonna be fun to see. Sonny was good with it, homie. How you feeling? You say he must have hired a stylist. Fundora used to dress like a substitute teacher, didn't he? Didn't he? They's like, nah. They told him he gotta, you know, he gotta get in touch with his roots. They told him to get in touch with his roots, bro. Get in touch with your roots. You get me? You get in touch with them roots, bro. You know what I mean? They pay attention to you, man. So now he's sitting up there looking like he got it for the low. You know what I'm saying? And he the nearest plug. Like, what you need? You need it. I got it. What you need? You know what I'm saying? That's what he looking like. But all jokes aside, nah, I'm glad this card is happening. It's solid. I think that the most important fight, yeah, like I said, is Cool Boy and Shock, man. Like, that fight was supposed to happen in August, right? To no fault of either one of theirs. So seemed like Shock been agitated since then. Seemed like he been listening to the fans talking crazy, and he want to prove a point. So that could make for an interesting fight. That could cause him to make mistakes or create some excitement. But either way, I think we got a great one, man. Cool Boy fight at all 3 ranges really well to me. Shock might look to stay on the outside, pick him apart, or take the fight to him. You never know. But I want to see. You know what I mean? I think both guys' mentality is going to be important, man. I always say that mentality and approach is going to mean a lot for this fight. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 battle-tested guys, but, you know, Cool Boy got a wealth of experience, man. He been in there with some good fighters, but smaller fighters, right? He is moving in the Shock division, but the good thing for him, he looked like he belonged there. Shit, and low-key, he look like he can move up 35 right now. That's why he said that. He said that. He said, I hope Keith don't pull out of the fight last minute. Typical Keith. Yeah, man. Hopefully he don't get no injuries is what I'm saying. So, Sebastian, what you need, Fundora, I'm telling you, bro. That's what it is. What you need. Shout out to Rob, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody being a part of this 10K, man. We just going to keep building. Y'all already know how we do, man. What you need, Fundora, man. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Sebastian got it for the low Fundora. I'm telling you, bro. He got up out of that presser ASAP, man. He was a man of few words because that bag was on his mind. And y'all know, for the people that you know that be moving around, knowing that bagging been on your mind, everything else don't matter. You know what I'm saying? He gave him a little bit. He dressed the part, but he ain't had nothing for y'all, bro. He ain't got nothing for y'all because he got it for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't his mind somewhere else. He like, you know what I'm saying? Sebastian was looking. He was scanning the crowd for the detectives, bro. He was trying to make sure it coast is clear. y'all, Sebastian ain't got the headspace to be answering all y'all questions about this boxing, bro. When he got this load, you know what I'm saying? He got to go supervise and make sure this load get dropped off. Oh, man, just sitting up there dressed like a damn hitman, Hispanic hitman or something, bro. Oh, man, that isn't funny, though, man. Definitely, man. He was on... He Sadly Fundora to walk out to him and push it. He better not, bro. It'll be funny though. They don't be funny like that. They don't even be thinking, yo. Cause like low key, we joking and we just gotta have some fun with this. Cause you know these streams be long. We just having some fun with it. But he probably thought like, yo, this is the best outfit I could have wore for the occasion. Absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not, sir. You should have left the prom suit in the closet, bro. Yeah, the 70s porno producer suit. Yeah, you know, you should have left that shit in the closet. And he got the stash. Yeah, bro. Bro definitely looked the part for sure, man. You don't touch nowhere. You got where y'all. Hey, babe, he definitely ain't touching the work. He just supervising. He just supervising, bro. He just making sure it get from A to B. Make sure it's getting to A to B. Fundora, man. He gonna and it's crazy because he gonna come up out of that. Z was good with. He gonna come up out of this suit on fight night, bro, and he gonna give Keith Thurman the fight of his life. Keith Thurman literally boxing is already you fighting for your life. He gonna literally be fighting for his life, bro. He gonna be fighting for his life, boxing with two. Oh my God, what's good with it? He said the butterfly collar said it all. I'm telling you, bro. That's what made him feel like he was killing it. That's the last thing he seen when he looked in the mirror was that collar. He was like, yeah, I'm killing him with this. And then he probably folded his joint down, looked at it one more time in the mirror and head out. He was out the door. You know what I'm saying? Got that damn Got that damn Yoo-Hoo Brown magic marker suit. Talib was good with it. You stupid. Got that damn suit, same color as coffee. Coffee brown. Got that damn coffee brown suit sitting up there. Looking like the manager of the plug. You know what I'm saying? He just managed this shit. You know what I'm saying? Cornelius was good with it. They pull him over. He's gonna be like, I don't touch this stuff. I just make sure it gets chopped off. Oh man. That man was scanning the audience for detectives, for police. He wasn't trying to talk to y'all. Keith got dropped after the handshake 10-8 already. Man, yo, tall as hell, bro. Sebastian got it for the low Fundora, man. Yeah, he gonna have it for Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? He got it. I told you he got what you need. He gonna have what Keith don't need in that ring, bro. Big tall ass dude. He had to look up to him. Like the chair was funny, but even with him being on the chair, he wasn't that much taller than him. That's crazy. That's the crazy part. He wasn't that much taller when he got in the chair, man. Damn, bro. He gonna have to punch up at this dude. That's gonna be awkward, yo. Keith got his work cut out for him for sure, bro. I'm making jokes with that magic marker, you know, coffee brown suit he got on, but he gonna be slinging them things, man. Come fight night. He said to cocaine and collar. How stupid. My new bowl of boxing. Facts, yo. That's what he did. I'm telling you, he said, yeah. Oh, he's sitting up there looking like a coconut long boy. Y'all remember that candy? Coconut long boys. He looked like one of them. He's sitting up there looking like a coconut long boy, bro. Man, yo, that's crazy. Snoopy, a fool. He said he gonna knock Fundora out. It was taking suggestions on how he should do it. Terminator, yeah, hashtag Terminator. He said, my Terminator mindset is crazy. Where you get that from? You could tell Keith been out for a while. The trash talk need a little work. It's a little rusty. He got the third person shit down pat. Like that he could do that. That's like riding a bike for Keith. The talking third person, he could do that shit, you know, in his sleep, literally. But you know, the full trash talk, yeah, he a little rusty on the trash talk. You know what I'm saying? Terminator, my Terminator mindset. Bro said Terminator mindset is crazy, yo. Yo, Keith Thurman was up there talking about gang and everything. And they had Keith talking about gang. He said, because I know he would gang. He got gang with him. I said, what? Keith Thurman, man. Stop, man. Don't listen to the rap. Stop listening to the rap music, Keith. You tripping. Keith got up there and said, gang, man. That's funny, though, man. Oh, man. So, you know, in network, when they be punching the glove up in the air, past the trainer's face, that's how you prepare for Fundora. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, hey, teach. Yo, seriously, bro. That, all jokes aside, though, him having to look up to him, that's going to be an awkward, like, fight. The way he going to be having to punch this dude. Telling you, if you keep Thurman, bro, you got to try to sleep his ass. I don't know if you want to box him for 12 rounds, right? Like, remember when he was asking the crowd, what y'all want, a 12-round fight? I don't know if you can make it 12 rounds boxing that long-ass praying mantis, bro. Telling you, he up there looking like a certified coconut long boy, bro. Hell yeah, tall, long, slim Jim ass dude. I'm telling you, he got that Slim Jim Brown cow leather suit on. You know what I'm saying? With the cocaine collar. Sitting up there with that mustache, bro. Like he was born in the 70s, man. Telling you. You know, you could tell he showed up with that damn suit. He don't give a damn. We about to try to work Keith over, bro. That's gonna be, I think, but all seriousness, I think that's gonna be one of the toughest fights of his career. It's gonna test everything I feel like he got left at 36. We're gonna see just how much Keith Thurman really got to offer to the sport. Brock Jarvis was Brock Jarvis. This ain't no Brock Jarvis, bro. Sebastian is learning. The thing is, I know he highlighted that, you know, he's still learning on the job. Well, you better take advantage of the fact that he's learning on the job, because if you're not able to do that, he gonna beat your ass. The dude been fighting behind the he got that cow leather brown on. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He gonna fight behind that jab. Keith Thurman gonna have a tough task, a tough time getting in, bro. If you gotta set him up for that kill shot. I'm telling you, I'm all seriousness, yo. For this dude, you need a very specific game plan for this kid, man. You gotta knock his ass out. I'm convinced, bro. Knock him out. I'm serious. You gotta knock him the hell out. You gotta knock him out. Knock him out. And listen, I don't think the game plan could be for 12 rounds. I'm serious. You 36. You were known to have good legs. I still think you got something left in you. But I don't know if you can maneuver and move for 12 rounds without getting hit with that long ass shit. He could punch you from like halfway across the ring. That shit already is a cheat code in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to have to set a trap, Keith. If I'm Keith Thurman, yo, my whole game plan is trying to land the perfect shot to knock him out. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, feel me, y'all. Feel me. Now, usually you don't take this approach. Like if this was somebody else and you wasn't at a physical like deficit the way you are, like he way taller than you, he way longer than you, he got the height of a damn, you fighting a shooting guard, bro. You fighting a shooting guard with the reach of a heavyweight. I don't think no scenario that goes 12 rounds where you beat him. I'm sorry, I don't know how you're gonna do that, because he let them hands go, bro. And you know, in the inside, he generate good power. He got a really good uppercut. Keith Thurman, bro, y'all need to be working on knocking him out. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Kill shot. You can't strategize and game plan for 12 rounds, bro. I think you get stopped. I think you fuck around and get stopped, bro. I don't know if you can box him for 12 rounds. I just don't know. I don't know if you got the legs mixed with the ability to just avoid being hit for that long, right? He go and hit you. Like I said, you fighting a praying mantis, bro. You fighting Mr. Fantastic in real life. You fighting a shooting guard that didn't make it to the league, bro, and just decided to box, and he can actually do it. That's what you dealing with. Nah, yeah, I don't see it, y'all. I think his game plan got to be knockout or nothing. All that KO shit you was just talking, Keith Thurman. Yeah, you gotta get back in touch with that, G. Because I'm telling you right now, ain't no scenario where I think you outbox him, bro. I think that's gonna be dangerous as hell. Yeah, you gotta stop him. I ain't even joking. Now that I've sat here think about it, yeah, he can't go. Because, like, boxing him for 12 rounds, like, how that's going to look? Because you're going to constantly be having to get in and it create openings for him. While you trying to close the gap, he going to be letting them things go. And then when you get in close, he got a hell of an uppercut waiting for you. If you don't believe me, just ask Erickson Lubin. We're talking about it yesterday, bro. He had my guy Erickson Lubin looking like Rocky. What was his name from the mask? Rocky Dennis? Man, he had Erickson Lubin looking like Rocky Dennis, bro. Hold on. I got to pull that picture up, bro. We got to get that picture up. I got to get that picture up. Got to get the picture up, bro. He had my boy Lubin looking like Rocky Dennis, bro. That shit look crazy. Face was on swole, bro. Man, his face was bad. He said, I'm leaning Fundora. I think it'd be very interesting. Me too. I don't think it's going 12 rounds, Lisa. Man, he had my guy looking like Rocky Dennis, bro, in the face, bro. Damn, man. Why you had my boy looking like that? Hold on. I'm going to show y'all. Y'all double tap that screen, sub to the channel if you knew we build it, man. We came on early to celebrate this 10K. We had a hell of a stream. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out to every last one of y'all, you know? Just gonna keep getting to it though, but I gotta pull this up. Yeah, Lubin look like Rocky Dennis, bro. Shit's crazy why you do my guy like that. Damn, bro, why you had him looking like that? This shit's crazy. Yeah, all right, y'all think I'm playing. All right, give me a second. Just give me a second, y'all. Just bear with me. Let me get this together for y'all. He did my boy Lubin filthy, G. This shit disrespectful what he did to Lubin. But I think that was Lubin doing that to himself. Like I said, I think he blew his nose or something like that. I think Lubin had blew his nose in the corner and it blew his face up. You know what I'm saying? Blew his face up. Hold on. I got y'all. I'm getting to it. Yeah, he had my boy looking crazy. All right, y'all. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull this up real quick, man. Tay, what's good with him? He said, keep bet. Better not try to fight in the pocket. Yeah, now that could be all wrong for him, Tay. That might be a nightmare situation for him if he do that. He gonna be Rocky Dennis 2.0. All right. The last thing Keith Thurman need or want is that man punch on the other end of him punching on him like that, bro. I'm telling you. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. I'm telling you, don't turn into another Rocky Dennis, bro. All right. See, I see some of y'all could tell by how y'all not typing. Y'all don't remember who Rocky Dennis was. All right. So let me jog y'all memories real quick. So y'all remember. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it up here. He had my guy. And then he had that haircut. He had that Nino Brown special. I don't know what kind of haircut. Yo, Lubin, your barber needed to get his ass beat. No funny, man. He need his ass whooped, man. I don't know what kind of haircut that was, man. You had camp hair in the fight. Shit was wild. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. He blew that nose, man. And McQueen, what it do, homie? Looking bad. And saving grace you mentioned. He says that Lubin was able to drop him too. Y'all keep can shake something, leaning towards Fundora. And you know what? He got to take advantage of, bro. Dr. Boxing Talk. He got to take advantage of the fact that that he's been in wars, bro. He's been in wars. That shit, I always said that's what's gonna be his undoing. The wars. He been in too many wars early in his career to me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Some of these fights, that's what he hasn't mastered. With all the learning on the job that he's doing, he hasn't found a way to perform without it being a war. Like, all his fights be wars. He hasn't quite figured that out yet. You know what I'm saying? And found that balance and how to, fight without making it. You get what I'm saying? His fights be wars, bro. Every fight can't be a war. You get what I'm saying? You can't get your ass beat the way you beat. Hold on, man. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta fix something. I'm getting this. Chief he had a tough fight against what was his name? Jamonte Clark back in the day. You know what I mean? He been through it in the he took some punishment in the Tim Tszyu fight. Definitely took some punishment there. He got clipped in the Mendoza fight, obviously, right? Got knocked out there. He got to take it. He got to test that chin, bro. Yeah, he got to touch his chin. He got to touch his chin. He got to. You got to touch his chin, bro. Got to touch that man's chin. Got to. You got it. You got it. You got it. You get me? You got to punch him in his face, bro. You got it early. If you keep Thurman, you want to touch his chin early and often if you can, bro. Real shit. You gotta make it count, bro. You gotta hurt that dude. Real talk. You gotta hurt him. You have to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Punch him in his face early. Make him feel the power early. Make him second guess something, man. He said that ain't the barber fault. He said Fundora just moved. Yeah, Fundora might have moved his joint back some notches, Cal. He might have. He might have really moved him back a few inches. I'm about to say, why wasn't my joint coming up? Man, this is crazy work, bro. Crazy, man. Gonna have my man looking like Rocky Dennis out here, man. Damn, that's crazy. Rock my boy face all up, lumped him up, had him looking all wild. I was like, sheesh, man. Sheesh, bro. God damn, man. How you gonna do my guy like that? And then that's what Keith got to deal with. So 36 years old, are you prepared to deal with a young guy that's going to be throwing punches from 10 feet away? You get what I'm saying? You fighting a damn shooting guard that didn't make it to the league, that just decided to box. Like, that's what you're dealing with. That's the kind of guy you're dealing with. You get what I'm saying? So he got to keep that in mind. Swear, I hope he prepared, man. I hope he is, man. I hope he in the best shape of his life. I've been saying that for a while now, too. He gonna need it. Anything less than being in tip-top premium shape, it's a recipe for disaster, bro. It's a recipe for disaster. Anything less than being in tip-top shape is a recipe for disaster, yo. You better believe it. That shit will not be smart. Telling you, yo, hold on, man. That's how he got my guy looking, man. He got my guy Rocky Dennis up, man. Think he can get it done, but it's gonna take a little punishment. He definitely gonna take punishment. Definitely. I mean, but that's the thing, man. How much punishment can he take and sustain at this point? I just don't know, man. Seeing him get hit with them uppercuts, long ass jabs and shit from Fundora, that shit not gonna be a fun night in the office at all. And at 36, man, his face might break up. You never know. That shit gonna be real bad, man. Telling you. Erickson lump. They gonna have him looking like Willie Lump for Keith. This can't be a boxing clinic. Keith gotta have that one time. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Hey, bro, it can't be no 12-round fight. Unless you want to look like that, bro. I'm telling you. Rocky Dennis style, bro. It can't be no 12-round fight, bro. You can't go in there with the ideal that, yeah, I'm going to get this long-ass praying mantis 36 minutes to knock my damn head off. Like, you cannot do it. You know what I'm saying? Lubin fought a real tough fight. Lubin fought the kind of fight that, you know, you're going to be right. He was right in the pocket, taking that punishment, taking those uppercuts. I just think he fought the wrong kind of fight. When he dropped him, it's like he was boxing him when he knocked him down, letting his hands go. When he ended up taking punishment and getting swelled up is when he was like right in the pocket, just standing there. It's like he was fighting. He was having a tough man contest and he didn't want to take a step back. I think he was just supposed to try to box this dude because I think he got the boxing skill to do it. That shit look crazy. You know he blew his nose, yo. Look at it, like in the middle, you know, like the eyes and nose is like puffy as hell. He turned my boy to Rocky Dennis. Then he had that damn Nino Brown. He had that Nino Brown special. You know what I'm saying? Had that damn Nino Brown special. I'm like, bro, what is going on here? What's happening? Did my guy Lubin filthy, bro? And I'm still rocking with Lubin, by the way, because I wanted him to win that fight, just like I wanted him to win against Ortiz. Nothing against Ortiz, but I want to see my guy win. Sinus cavity swelling from nose blowing. Facts behind the hands. And he blew that nose and came out a little crazy. Because he said he could have kept fighting, but his corner, his corner care, Kevin Cunningham wasn't going to have that. He wasn't about to let you get, like, pummeled. You know what I'm saying? I like Kevin Cunningham. Let's play this little clip.
I've never been stopped in competition. From amateurs to pros, I've never been stopped.
All right, it's the first time for everything.
He knows what it feels like to take a big punch, be down on a knee, and not be able to stand back up, And so, for me, some of my confidence comes that I know he's going through PTSD, okay? All I gotta do is awaken it, right? The moment I get him, boom, The moment I get him, every cell in his body is gonna say, warning, alert, alert, warning, heavy hitter, what do we do? What do we do? And, I'm just looking to put him back in that panic room, baby, and finish him off,
Keith said he gonna put Fundora in that panic room, man. That's a fact. And McQueen, he gotta be creative, man, with the setups. I think he gotta look to time this dude and stop him, bro. I do. Yeah, he got good timing. He do, man. Yeah, it's gonna test that punch and angle, Cal. For sure it is. I'm telling you. Yeah, he got put down against Pacquiao. He got sat down. He got sat down for sure. So I don't know, man. It's interesting the clip you talk about never being stopped. This could be the fight where you get stopped. I'm not gonna lie. Because of how it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a fight in and of itself for you finding the right range to attack this dude at. That's gonna be the problem. You had to look up at him, and then when you pushed the chair up and stood in front of him, you wasn't even that much taller than him. You get what I'm saying? You wasn't even a full head taller than him. I don't think when you stood on that chair. So that shit crazy, bro. Yeah, sure. Yeah, this was the mask. Yeah, you remember that throwback? Ray had him Rocky Dennis style. I was like, nah, bro. He do my guy Lubin bad, bro. So I just got that up there, not making fun, but I'm just being real. This is the reality that you face. And that's a younger Lubin. That's a youth Lubin in his 20 with Lubin. 20, 28, 29, something like that. Maybe 30. I'm not sure, but Keith Thurman, you at 26. Can you take the shots that Lubin was taking? Can you deal with them uppercuts? Can you deal with your face swelling like that? You know what I mean? Blood in your mouth, probably blood in your nose bleeding, everything. Then he blew his nose, face blew. I don't know, man. Telling you, this could be a bad fight for Keith Thurman, yo. So it's gonna be up to him. His game plan is gonna be the most important thing, man. I swear, strategy. Because he can't. I don't think the ideal should be trying to go 36 minutes with this guy. I think you got to try to knock his ass out. You get what I'm saying? I think you got to try to set him up and stop him, bro. I really do. You've seen it in the past. He can't be hurt. He can't be put down. He can't be knocked out. You've seen that. Like you said in that clip, you just got to, you feel like he fighting PTSD. You just got to make him, you know what I mean, get in touch with that, right? Keith said he going to put him in that panic room. Well, you're going to have to do that, and you're going to have to crack him and do it. Gallen said, Keith got it easy. Betting house on Keith. Shout out to you, man. I hope he got it. I'm rooting for him because I think Keith Thurman winning is good for boxing. I really do. I think Fundora could bounce back. It'd be interesting to see if he lost again, would he consider moving up? So, and again, Keith Thurman was one of the, he make up 50% of one of the most disrespected one-loss fighters in the world. Errol Spence make up the other 50%. I would like to see him win. I'd like to see him be a two-division champion, put his name back in the top of boxing, right? You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman was one of the best welterweights at his time. Let's not act like, it wasn't ass whoopings and beatdowns that got him out of boxing. It was injuries. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunate injuries. That injury bug, he caught that injury bug, and it took a lot of time out of his career. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, he always gave you entertaining fights. Every fight, even the one he lost, he's always in position to win. And it ain't going to be no different now. Yeah, he got that elephant man. I'm telling you, that's what it looked like, bro. That's what I say, man. Remember that movie, The Mask, man? Rocky Dennis, he had my boy Lubin. Like, man, I was like, damn, bro. I hated seeing his face like that. But he was fighting his ass off. But that's Fundora. That's what Fundora could do. That's what Keith Thurman got to deal with. That's what Keith Thurman up against. Man, bro. You had to stare up at this dude, stand in the chair. Man, the face-off is crazy. Everything about this shit gonna be crazy. This shit is a trick fight, to be honest with you. That's what it is. It's a trick fight. Yeah, man. Yeah. Game plan gotta be knockout or bust. And you rarely hear me ever say that. Yeah. Yeah, they went. Remember, he said Danny punched him on the elbow or something. Said and caused the elbow spurs or something that he had. Danny punched him on his elbow. Some shit like that when they was fighting. And this shit went numb. Something he said. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So he some would say he can't take it to the body. Is this the fight where he gets stopped with body shots? Is this the fight where he get dropped with body shots? We gonna find out. Or can he turn back the clock a little bit and recapture that one-time moniker for a second and get him up out of here? That's what he needs. If it was ever a time or a fight where he needed to be one time, his nickname is this one against Fundora. Roger was good. I don't see no scenarios. 12 rounds ain't gonna work out for him. I don't see him winning at the end of 12 rounds. I ain't gonna lie. Now at 36 with that long ass dude. If he wasn't at such a height and reach advantage, then I'll say something different. Like if y'all was the same height and reach or similar, I feel differently. But at that deficit, you're gonna have to work extremely hard to get in the inside or get out of ideal range where you feel comfortable attacking. And that's going to be met with long-ass jabs, uppercuts, hooks. You get what I'm saying? And this guy being able to get out the way a bit because he's so damn tall. So it's like pick your poison. I don't even know how you approach a fight with somebody that damn tall. Beat his body up, attack his body. And what they say, beat up the body, the head will fall. So I don't know. Make them early deposits to the body if you can. And set up a counter shot. Big counter shot up top. You don't hurt him and try to stop him. It worked for Brian Mendoza. But you got to be durable to fight Fundora because he don't mind getting his hands dirty. He don't mind getting in the trenches and mixing it up. And he youthful and he pretty tough, so he could withstand a little bit. I don't know if a war is what Keith Thurman is looking for at 36, right? So He need a real good game plan for this fight. You're not outboxing an NBA 2 guard. You got that. Yo, I'm telling you, behind the hands, I think it's knockout or bust. This fight is knockout or bust for Keith. It's knockout or bust. Either that or he's gonna be looking like Rocky Dennis and Lubin / Nino Brown. He had his ass like Nino Dennis in that joint, man. Rocky Brown out this joint. Yeah. Had Lubin looking like Rocky Brown. You know what I'm saying? Nino Dennis. God damn it. I was like, oh, man. Then they waved it off. I was pissed off for Lubin because Lubin was giving him a good-ass fight. Put his big ass down. You know what I mean? Jamonte Clark put some shit on him. Tell him you got to tap that chin, bro. Think he got to tap that chin. No other way around it, bro. You got to knock a big ass out. 12 rounds ain't going to be good to you because your gas tank going to be tested. And I think he's going to have the more consistent advantages in the fight, obviously. Height, reach. Now he being more disciplined. That's going to be an issue. Not going to be the easiest guy to hit now because he being a little more conscious and aware of what's coming back at him. So it's a lot to deal with, man. Yeah, he do, Roger. And I think this fight, if he can, if possible, this would be the fight to do it. Start fast. Kick his ass, bro. You got to. You got to start fast and get him out of there. Try to surprise him with something. Set up. You got to be crafty, man. Use your experience. You the vet in there, man. Show it. You get what I'm saying? Show it. He looked pretty strong still. Like, I know that was Brock Jarvis, but punching power is punching power, man. It looked like he got legit punching power. Look like he got legit punching power, bro. So you got to be smart, man. You got to be smart. Got to. So we'll see, man. And as far as Shock and Cool Boy, I think that's the most competitive and even fight on paper. It's a matter of Cool Boy moving into Shock division to try to dethrone him. Shock been there. He the defending champion. Seemed like he fighting with a bit of agitation and chip on his shoulder. Seemed like people been doubting him, talking about Cool Boy and what he could do instead of Shocky being a world champion that he is. So seemed like he mad. He said he gonna talk his shit and he gonna act out when it's time. Cool Boy said he's supposed to say that. He was a man of few words. He didn't have a whole lot to say, but he said he will be a 3-division champion come fight night. So I think that's the most competitive fight on paper, man. I can't wait to see it. You know what I'm saying? Will Keith finally go to the body? I did ask that, though. Will this be the fight that he go down to the body or get stopped? It's possible. The longer you get Fundora, the more likely it is to happen. And Keith got okay defense. He got okay defense. I mean, he took some shots. He took some solid shots against Brock Jarvis. I just think with Fundora on the other end, it's more risk involved and it's more combinations coming behind it. You know what I'm saying? Fundora is an active guy with them long arms. He like to get in there and put them fisticuffs to work, bro. Big, tall ass, straw man. I'm telling you, bro. Mr. Fantastic in real life. He said, Tay said Keith Thurman gonna wake up. Shane Mosley Jr. and Keith Thurman gonna wake up next to each other. I'm telling you, man. Keep powering his punch placement, give him a shot at an upset, but staying in range, and it could go wrong. That's what I think behind the hands. I think, like I said, I don't think I've ever really said this in a fight. It's knockout or bust, bro. It's knockout or bust because of the how big he is. He too big of a guy. He got too many opportunities to land on you, and he got the understanding of the game and the patience to box with you now that he didn't have at the earlier portion of his career. So you fighting a more, I think, aware Fundora. You fighting a guy that is more strategic and disciplined now with his approach. Like I said, he's having a willingness to stick behind the jab and box and be smart and all that shit, right? And be patient. Whereas before he was just trying to hurt you and bang it out. And I think he learned early that ain't the necessary approach to take. So that's what Keith Thurman is dealing with. Yeah, it's a guy learning on the job, like you pointed out, but it's a guy that has learned on the job. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cuz, Tito Jack. What's good with the Cuz? Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, man. You think PBC kept ropes on his car? Mom still expecting this huge payday. I think Lamont do want more money. And shit, after the performance he put up, I could see why. You know what I mean? So no, I don't think so. You know what I mean? I think once the initial fight got scrapped, I don't think that they was gonna ever look to put him on any other card. And that's why you're hearing that his next potential fight could possibly be on ProBox, people were saying, which is not a bad thing, but they said that. You get what I'm saying? They did say it. So no, I think that's part of the reason too. You know what I'm saying? He definitely wanted more money. Definitely wanted more money. And from what I hear anyway. So, and I don't blame him. Like I say, he had the performance of his career. So you would think he'd have some type of leverage to negotiate a little bit. But, at the end of the day, where he fell short is not winning the fight. So that kind of took that rematch happening out of his hands. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Opulent, my dog. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all are a part of the 10K, man. The first 10,000. Shout out to y'all. I said from Tank to Pro Box is crazy. Yeah, it'd be a little crazy. Seemed like it, right? I'm on the car insinuates Tank pulled out. Yeah, PBC would protect the interests of Tank. Absolutely, I think so too. The plug, C-Base, Sion Fundinero. Snoopy, man. You a fool. You foolish, man. You a fool. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, man. That's where we at, man. Good card though, man. Good fight, man. Jesus Ramos, I think, on pound Sugar Shane Jr. out, or Shane Mosley Jr. Salt Shane Jr., should I say, according to Behind the Hands. He said, because he ain't sugar. So I think that's going to be a rough fight for him. Jesus Ramos moving up to 160. Some would say it was a little overdue. So now he here now. He didn't stick around, like I said earlier, to miss weight. Now he got a, we know Shane Mosley Jr. I don't expect him to lose to that kid. Respectfully, Shane Mosley Jr. been working, grinding. He got a couple solid wins, but I just don't think he got enough in the tool bag for Jesus Ramos. I don't think he's busy enough, and this could be a fight where he gets stopped for real. This could get real ugly for him. I ain't gonna lie to you. This could get just as ugly as this picture we got up on the screen. You know what I'm saying? And as for like I said, the main event is going to be what it is, man. Can Thurman at 36 recapture that moniker for that night? Because he's going to need to be one time. Anything less than one time is going to result into Rocky Dennis type facial structure, swelling, lumps. You might get one time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see it now. You being fatigued and getting hit to the body because you've been trying to box and move and deal with this long body ass guy. Yeah, that shit gonna be tough, man. Salty Shane was over Marquise Taylor and said, hell no, facts. Yeah, man. Marquise Taylor a dog, man, and a problem for these guys. So he one of them fighters, and it's unfortunate that they'll keep saying no to unless they got a fighter. So that's why I'm always root for him. Shout out to OP, says Shock versus Cool Boy. I like it. Very competitive scrap, 50-50. Most competitive fight on the card, I think, opulent and most evenly matched, right? It's a pick'em fight. I like the experience of Cool Boy. I like the resume. I like the way he's been battle tested. But I also like Shock, building and looking sharp, becoming the world champion after losing his belt, getting his lick back against Conceição. But he's had some really closer calls. So I feel like if you just the most recent fights, I feel like an edge, Cool Boy might have a slight edge. So I would lean towards him naturally. I feel like he's really crafty in the inside. You know what I'm saying? Inside fighting. He could fight at all three ranges pretty well too. I think he's solid, man. I think he a little slept on at the weight class. Yeah, Shock just had some close performances. That don't mean he lose. He just gonna have to be better than he was the last 2-3 times we've seen him for sure to be Cool Boy, in my opinion. But Cool Boy got to be clean too. Good thing for him, he looked really good against Brandon Figueroa, which was a rematch, and he just, handled him. So yeah, man, I could see him winning the fight on points. But Shock is the kind of guy that when he's down, he know how to dig deep and pull some shit out of his ass. So, man, that's really a pick 'em fight, man. It's a back and forth type of action, but I think Cool Boy might be a little more craftier and battle tested more consistently. I think he might have fought on that higher level more consistently. You know what I'm saying? But Shock is the defending champ, so gotta respect that, right? But I think I can see him. It doesn't seem like Shock has that next gear. And that sometimes I think that'd be the temperament, bro. Like you see how laid back he is, opulent, and behind the hands, because he knows him. So he a laid back guy, and sometimes it seems like that spills over into the fight. Like how he just be so chill. Because it seemed like he got the gear, right? But he don't always tap into that next gear. Opulent, like for example, he did for the Rocky Hernandez fight. Because he needed that. They was about to try to take the fight from him. I think on one card, they had him losing like every round but one or something wild. So he had to step into the next gear to stop that guy. So he has it. He has that ability. But you've seen him more times than not absolutely kick into that gear. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if he has to get to that point, is he willing to do it, right? Now the next gear is difficult for Bobby to get in his early sometime. Yeah. Oh, to get in his ear sometime, you saying. Bobby to get in his ear. Yeah, because he definitely got that gear. Definitely. Shout out to my baby girl. Yeah, I double tap the screen. We're going to keep building for a bit. We got some things to talk about. You better show it with Cool Boy. Yeah, he got to make Cool Boy feel like he don't belong at the weight class. He got to make him feel like that because he made mention of sending his ass back down. He said, when you get beat up, you're going to have some options. You know what I mean? So he got to make Cool Boy feel like he don't belong, but that's not going to be easy to do. Cool Boy is confident. He believe in himself. He know he talented. He know he been tested. And I told you, man, I got a story about him when he lost one of them tournaments one day, you know, and how he came back much better the next year. So he's one of those guys that he's motivated by challenges and by people counting him out. So I think he felt like, you know, people might be sleeping on him a little bit here. And you know, he got a job to do. He got a job to do. Ramos was moving up for the one fight at 160 like he did before. He need to stay his ass up there. I don't know if he moving up because he might be up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why he would even go back down. Should just stay up. You just might as well stay up there now. You get what I'm saying? Might as well stay up there. Stay your ass up there. You know what I'm saying? You're a big kid. Stay up there. You know what I'm saying? Stay your ass there. But yeah, man. Fighters for an interim belt. That's what I'm saying. So he might as well stay put. Somebody, he big enough to stay there. Somebody need to take 160 by the horns, man, by the throat, man. Somebody need to sew up 160. That shit wide open. We don't have no, like, who the best middleweight right now today? That's a conversation, right? Something to think about. Who the best absolute middleweight today? You know what I'm saying? So it's not one definitively, I don't think, man. Maybe it's some top guys, but it's a bit of a conversation or a debate, if you will, right? As to who the best guy definitively there. Johnnebeck, yeah, I knew that name would come up. Johnnebeck. I ain't mad at that. Johnnebeck is pretty damn good, Rosen. It's pretty good. You get what I'm saying? But it's a conversation though. Like you know what I'm saying? Is he going, like, you know what I mean, take over? Like, hey man, hey, tell you, I ain't even mad at you. Lara definitely a top dog, ain't he? Went up there and started getting more knockouts. It's crazy. So Lara is crazy. Lara's still in the game, bro. Still in the game. That's wild, man. It's wild. It's wild. So yeah, man, that's a good move for Ramos. I think he should look the campaign at 160 and see what he could do there. Because if he is good as what they say he could be, then 160 should be his home. Yeah, man. But I think it's supposed to be like a glory division, right? Middleweight. You see what I'm saying? Behind the hands are saying all the talent is at 50. All the talent is at 54. You get what I'm saying? All the talent is at 54, which is crazy. Man, and that I think where it's dead at Teach might be some opportunity, man. You get what I'm saying? Some opportunity for somebody to do some damage up there, to do some things, bro. Shout out to the homie C, man, in the Cash App, man. He said for the cook up. Appreciate the support, homie. Much love, bro. Y'all double tap on that screen and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, we're going to keep it going. Shout out to appreciate you, my guy. Dude, man, I was at 4 years of Cuban Fighters. There's a lot, really 47. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Jahad Tucker on the come up, man. Jahad Tucker on the come up. He busy and scrappy. I love his mentality, energy, his approach to fights. That dude get in there and really go, man. That's somebody I definitely want to talk to. I want to talk to him about that damn growth spurt, man. Dude's at 47 and 40 or 47 or something. Next thing you know, he a full-blown middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Full-blown middle. Xander should be 160 soon. Yeah, I see why you'll say that. I see why you would say that. So, yeah, y'all. Keith Thurman got his work cut out for him. I'm rooting for him, but he might end up getting stopped in this fight. I hope he coming and planning to knock out Fundora. You know what I mean? Cool Boy and Shot. It's going to be a good competitive fight. I say maybe Cool Boy could edge it. I had to pick. Ramos, I see him possibly stopping Shane Mosley. If he don't, he going to batter him pretty good. Shane Mosley don't got enough work rate. I don't think he got enough tools for Ramos Jr. Respectfully, I think those guys going to handle business. It's going to be a regular night in the office, man. I told me Jahad Tucker got bars. That person was Jahad Tucker, right? He did. And he got some more. Shout out to Jahad, man. Y'all go check out that interview on Bringing the Heat with Jahai Tucker where he spit some bars, man. I ain't never heard him do that before. I ain't know he had bars before that interview. I tell you that. I definitely didn't know. So shout out to Jahai Tucker, though, man. Shout out to that guy, man. Jahai Tucker. All right, let's keep building, though, man. So, yeah, Fundora and good press conference, good energy from both. From Keith Thurman. You knew he was going to sell it and have some fun doing it. But he better be prepared for this fight. Best be prepared for this fight. Shot gonna get the job done, in my opinion. Better boxer. I get you. I just think Cool Boy mix it up a bit better. I think he can fight at 3 ranges. I think if it goes to the inside, he's comfortable there. I think he showed he could box more consistently at the ranges, I think. Better competition. Not saying that's the end-all, be-all, but I think he more battle-tested. Granted, they were smaller guys. But shots, reluctance sometimes to kick it in gear might cost them. But let's see. Let's see. I could be wrong. It's a pick-em fight, and it can go either way. But I say maybe Cool Boy might edge. See if I'm wrong. Shot is basic to me. He only got a jab and a 1-2. Yeah, man. Feel you, dog. I feel you. But when he switched on, he nice, man. He nice to me. So it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good fight. Good fight. But let's keep rolling, man. We got to talk about Virgil because you know who Verg is fighting next. We all know. And got to talk about this because this is something that was floating around, man. And I was wondering why I was seeing videos saying Charlo ducked Virgil Ortiz, and then I seen this article on Boxing Scene where it says Virgil Ortiz, you know, he said they offered Jamel to fight and he turned it down. And, you know, people started with the narratives like they always do. Well, it's simple to me, simple business. Jamel Charlo coming off the loss to Canelo, like 2 years outside the ring. Why would he come back and fight Virgil Ortiz? And it ain't like Virgil Ortiz got no hardware or nothing. So is it even worth the risk, like off the inactivity and coming off a loss? Because that is a dangerous fight, right? So do you take that kind of fight with that inactivity? Probably not. And then you got to think he was labeled as or listed as the champion in recess. With that being said, he's in position to fight the dude Abbas Barut and just beat Ennis. So if you Jamel Charlo, do you fight a Virgil Ortiz that don't got a belt? That's going to be a dangerous fight off the layoff. You know what I'm saying? Or do you go, you know what I'm saying? Position yourself to get back in with them titles, right? You go take a different fight. Probably a lesser guy, obviously. And you know what I mean? You get your get back fight. It don't make sense for him to fight a Virgil. So I know it's easy to say, he ducked or this or that. Nah, man, people just like, and this is the thing about boxing and sports too that I noticed. Guys will see that fighters are coming off situations, whether it be an injury, a layoff, a loss, anything, where they feel like you're not what you once was. And because of it, they'll offer you a fight or try to fight you then because they feel like they got some type of clear-cut advantage. And if the other fighter is smart enough, they catch on, and a lot of times you don't see fights because of shit like that. You get what I'm saying? It's like, what behind the hands, what you said, Ammo was offering Marquise Taylor a fight on like some days notice, a week notice, days or some shit like that. Like, that's what I'm talking about, stuff like that. Yeah, you'll take the fight with that guy if it's on an extremely short notice and you feel as though this dude ain't had a chance to prepare properly. Yeah, you'll fight him. And that's what guys do in boxing. They'll make offers and see if they can entice you. Maybe the money to influence you to get in there and take a fight that's against your best interest because you ain't had the proper or adequate time to train for the guy or whatever the case is. So that's what you see happen a lot of times. So in this case right here, I mean, I don't see Charlo taking another fight off a layoff. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he already took one off a layoff and an injury with Canelo, jumping weight classes. I don't think he come back down and campaign at 154 without getting back in the mix the right way. You get what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily just be the guy to fight Virgil Ortiz. if you don't have to, right? You want that because you would want that fight to be meaningful rather than you just fighting them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. Dodge J, my dog, was good with it. Appreciate you, homie. Said shot fight cool boy at mid-range or further. I got shot. Fighting on the inside, I got cool. Yeah, the inside fight, it'd be dangerous for him for sure. 100%. 100. You say mid-range or further, got shot. Shock is really good from outside. Solid at mid-range too. Good at mid-range too. Ammo offered on a Tuesday, the week of the fight on Saturday. See, that's not even a week. That's days notice. So that's underhanded. But his hopes is that Marquise would be underprepared and he'll be able to go out there and get the win and put the name on his resume. But that's wild to me. I can't respect it. Foster has the footwork to keep the fight where he wants it. I got Foster. I feel you because it's a pick'em fight, man. It's like I go back and forth. I don't know, man. Because temperament gonna matter. How's the fight gonna be fought with range? You know what I mean? Shot can box really, really well from the outside. You know what I mean? But I just think the more stronger performances in recent memory, I think might have came from Cool Boy. You know what I'm saying? Slick shit fighters try and pull. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. That's some slick. That's the underhanded shit, OP. That's what they do. See if they can get the advantage or get the upper hand. Okay. Well, I'm more prepared than this guy is to fight, so maybe I'll win it. You know what I mean? And I noticed the real ones don't be falling for that shit. You know what I mean? Some guys be in situations where it might be in their best interest to chance it and take it and get that payday and that opportunity. But these more world-class guys that established themselves already, former multiple division champions and shit like that, I don't think they falling for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they falling for it. You might get that off on somebody on the come up, but somebody with some skin in the game, probably not. Probably not. Probably not. But we'll see. And it can brag about you. You say, no, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. That's why sometimes these offers be a little underhanded shit. We're going to talk about it all, man. Samuel, what it do, homie? J Bean, what's good with it? Shock to Roger Hernandez, deep orders and stop him. He going to hurt Cool Boy. The thing is, man, for me, I mean, I don't even care about the scorecards. I feel like he was winning the fight, but it still was close and competitive. I don't feel like that fight, if Cool Boy fights that guy, I don't feel like it's that close and competitive. Same thing with Abraham Nova. And I think a lot of that is Shockey's mentality. A laid-back guy. You don't overdo it in there. Not a lot of wasted movements and shit. He'll just box you, pile up the points, and get the victory. But some of the top fights he been in, it kind of cost him with him fighting and being a laid back kind of, more laid back and just not really going through the gears. You know what I'm saying? So he can't do that against Cool Boy. He's gonna have to make it a fight. And that's the thing, man. I can see Cool Boy taking the fight and making it an inside fight if Shock is having success on the outside. And guys gonna be wanting to take a step back. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it unfold and break down. The Samuel J Bean, man, what it do? Let's see a fight between these two. Yeah. Yeah, scrap. You want to see him scrap it out? I think it's gonna turn into one because of the temperament. So I think guys gonna fight at a range that's entertaining for the fans. I don't think there's no way at the end of the night we walk away bored with that. I think those guys gonna bring it. I really do. I think both guys gonna really bring the smoke. I think they are. But Virgil did a little interview, because his name been mixed up with a lot of different people from Keith Thurman to Xander, Charlo. And now he's saying he elaborated on the boot situation. So I'm going to play this little clip from Virgil Ortiz where he was talking about the boot situation.
Robert was basically saying, we have no idea about this. And is that more to say from your point, you don't really know where this has come from?
You see, the thing is, if Boots signed to fight me, that doesn't mean I'm obligated. Like, that's what I mean when I say, like, I'm not going to wait for anyone. Like, we were both offered the fight already. We said yes. And if both sides wanted it, then it would have happened already. You know, so it's kind of the same thing with Xander. Like we did say yes, and I mean the fight's not happening, regardless of who said no or not. The people that said yes was my side. So now that he signed with Eddie to say that we're gonna fight, like that has nothing to do with me. Like you know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense.
You'd be happy for that fight though, right?
I love that fight. I love that fight, but it's like they want to fight what they want to fight. You know what I mean?
And look, to Virgil's credit, you hear what he's saying when you initially hear, "Oh, I'm not gonna wait for nobody." You like, well, why not? Well, no man should wait for the next man. But listen to what he's saying. You could clearly hear that it's some type of miscommunication. You've heard Eddie Hearn come out and prematurely announce things on Booth's behalf. And I think he did the same thing with the Virgil Ortiz fight, because he wanted to save some face and kind of calm the storm that was, building, that Boots don't want to fight nobody. So when he told y'all that, oh, part of Boots signing on again is because he signed to fight the Virgil Ortiz fight. And Virgil, like, bro, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, the fight got offered on my end. I was with it. They didn't. You get what I'm saying? You hear that miscommunication, so you know that it just ain't quite ready yet. Like, it's ready, but far as from a business standpoint, the fight ain't been put together, right? You just see the miscommunication. Virgil Ortiz Sr. coming out saying, Eddie Hearn don't manage Virgil, and he don't tell him when to fight. So that's just what it is. You see that shit all the time. Perfect example. What the behind the hands just said. Ammo Williams offered what on a Tuesday? He offered, get what I'm saying? Marquise Taylor fight on a Tuesday for a fight that would have been on a Saturday. That's wanting to fight when you want to fight, because you want to see if you can catch him slipping. So I can see Virgil maybe wanting to fight as soon as Boots get in there and they like, hold on, let us get a fight first. I can see that. I can see it. And then I can also see that Boots saying, hey, man, part of signing back on is, Eddie Hearn telling him, look, I can get you this Virgil Ortiz fight. And Boots like, hell yeah, I'm with it. But then Virgil on the other end, like, bro, we had, what I'm saying? We said yeah before, and then y'all did. You get what I'm saying? You see what's going on. So that's clear to me that neither fighter is ducking. I think it's the business side that need to align before you can say that. You get what I'm saying? I don't think Virgil is scared of nobody. I don't think Boots is scared of nobody. Virgil is more battle-tested than Boots. He got better names on his resume than Boots. You get what I'm saying? So why would he be scared to fight? It just don't make sense. I don't think Virgil is scared at all to fight nobody. But let me pull up let me try to pull up the full version of this. That was just a small clip, but being that we talking about it, Virgil name is coming up. We also going to talk about the fight that actually is coming up that Virgil has. So look, you can't overlook that. If you're a fight fan, you can't overlook no fight for him, because he got a real challenge coming up against Lubin. And I know some people probably count Lubin out, but just don't think that's a dude you can count out. You know what I'm saying? Virgil is a dog, but I've also seen I think he can be outboxed. You get what I'm saying? I feel like he can be outboxed. He tries so hard in there. He throw every punch hard. Everything is like a fastball sometimes at Virgil. I always felt like the right kind of patient, balanced fighter could take advantage of that approach. And I think Lubin is the guy. So I think he'll be able to counteract the approach of, or complement the approach of Virgil Ortiz pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? You seen it with Ramos. Ramos had a certain gear or pace he wanted to fight at. And when he was unable to do it, the fight looked a certain way. You get what I'm saying? Fight looked a certain way when he wasn't able to push the pace like that. Yeah, I guess I got me one, huh? Oh man, I just wish, man. I wish we can get to a space in boxing where people like are not slow, like right, where they just not silly as hell, man. I'm gonna say this because I know what makes sense. All this duck talk is just, like I said before, surface level shit. John, you goofy as hell. You calling me a hater or a fanboy in the same sentence, you sound like a fucking idiot, man. So you gonna get this work. You're a damn dummy. You probably have no sense of understanding for what the way boxing works. You just probably one of them dumbass people that wake up, you hear about a fight, and then when it don't get made, you go right to blaming one of them. You dumb. Nowhere could you point for a fact that Virgil Ortiz is avoiding any of these guys, and the same shit with Boots, man. You hear the miscommunication. You seeing it on both sides. You heard him just say he not waiting for nobody. You heard him just acknowledge the fact that they said Boots signed, but that ain't got nothing to do with him. Do you hear this shit? Dumb, man. Wake up, man. Smarten up, asshole. Fights don't get made because the money don't be right, the business don't be right, teams don't be agreeing, guys don't be on the same page. You clearly see it. You can't see a scenario where the guy that's more established at the weight class is looking to fight right then and there. But then at the same time, if you do your homework, you'll see that Virgil Ortiz was nursing an injury, so they more than likely wasn't going to fight in their very first fight. You get what I'm saying? For Boots anyway, no way. But nowhere could you prove that one of the guys are ducking one of the other. It's bullshit. That's what happens with most fights, bro. Like they allowed to do business. They ain't even get on the same page yet. You heard Eddie Hearn come out and say he signed already, right? And then you heard Virgil Ortiz come out and say, hey man, Eddie Hearn don't tell us when to fight. Do that sound like somebody that's ducking? Nah, man. Just we as fans, we got to start allowing the business of boxing to be interested in the fights that we're interested in. You get what I'm saying? Other than that, it'd be stupid, baseless ass arguments, all bullshit. You don't be arguing about nothing. It'd be bullshit arguments, bro. Oh, he's ducking. Yeah, he's ducking. You're a fanboy and you're a hater. He's a dumb man. Shut your ass up, dummy. Nobody that fought fucking Boachuk and Madramal back to back is ducking anything. Dumbass people. What we forgot. So let me guess. And do y'all remember Virgil Ortiz was been supposed to fight Stan Jonas, which Boots ended up fighting and getting the belt from? Make it make sense. So when people call Virgil Ortiz a hype job, which I'm about to play the clip, I don't believe it. I ain't running with it. I think he's a victim of circumstance and situation. We all seen that man illness damn near ended his career. Get y'all asses out of here. He didn't look like he was ducking nothing or nobody. You don't get to the level that these dudes is at being scary. That dude can fight, bro. He really could fight. I'm telling you, Opland is crazy, bro. Fulton as a hype job is the worst thing I've ever heard somebody say, bro. You just exposed your lack of boxing knowledge, bro. Calling Fulton a hype job is crazy. You got to do your homework, bro. The man been fighting undefeated fighters since like 3-0. That's the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life. Hype job? That's what's wrong with boxing right there. The fans. Let's get to this, man. Double tap that screen, subscribe to the channel if you do support the video.
Louis Ott for the Ring Magazine. Always a pleasure to be joined with WBC interim super welterweight champion Virgil Ortiz Jr. here in California. And Virgil, it was good to see you working out today firsthand.
I think y'all know everything and y'all don't, man. That duck narrative, that shit, take that shit somewhere else. I don't talk duck talk over here because I know better. I know better, man. The guys be looking for advantages, trying to take, you know what I mean, timing, all types of shit. Like I said, one of the best examples that my guy behind the hands just gave is a guy offering to do the fight on a Tuesday that would be on a Saturday. That's somebody trying to pull some slick shit. And then at the end of the day, he could say when they ask him, why you ain't fight such and such? Oh, well, we offered him a fight. He turned it down. Get that shit out of here, man. So you're going to tell me by your logic and the way you think, Marquise Taylor ducking Ammo Williams, right? Marquise Taylor ducking Ammo Williams, Boachuk duck Boots, right? Instead of going to get the rematch on the Canelo card, despite the opportunity. You see how dumb that is? Man, people got to wake up, man. Let's keep going, though, man.
But yeah, first things first, how's things? How are you?
Yeah, things are great, man. I'm doing great. Camp is going well. We've been in camp maybe like 2-3 weeks already, which is a little longer than usual. We got a big fight ahead. We want to make sure we're prepared. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just staying sharp, conditioning as well, all that.
Yeah. Do you find it difficult at times to manage camp, especially now as the levels are stepping up? You are bona fide world level. Do you find it hard sometimes to manage camp? As you say, this has been a long one, so you don't want to do too much too soon. Like, is that sort of that maturity coming in where you're sort of trying to manage it better? I guess.
It's not so hard now. We just not too hard too early. We're really right now we're fine tuning things right now. We're really making sure that the chinks in the armor are as small as possible, or just not there at all. I mean, that's really it. Yeah, it's not hard to manage it at all. We've incorporated.
So you telling me the guy that you want to believe is a duck? Let me get this straight, just so we fucking clear. His last three we Boachuk, Madramal, and Erickson Lubin. And that's the guy that you think is ducking or a hype job. Man, I don't like boxing fans, bro. Man, I swear they need to come up with a some type of league or agreement where when you talk crazy about fighters, you gotta fight. They'll get in there and spar. Or what was Aunt McQueen was saying? Do a whole training camp. Y'all swear, man, they need to bring that to boxing. Maybe y'all won't be so loose with y'all opinion. Somebody ducking. I hate that word. I hate the most overused shit in boxing. Ducking. Hype job. This dude been beating ass, bro. Virgil Ortiz a real dog, man. I respect the come up. I respect the grind. I think it's a matter of time before he get his opportunity, bro. That's a real one, man. Look at his last 3 fights. And you telling me the guy that he ducking because you say his contemporaries, his last 3 fights is on the level of his? Them all challenges. From Boachuk to Madrimov to Lubin. All of them. Any fight, them shits can go either way on the right day. Get what I'm saying, man? Virgil Ortiz is a dog for real, man. Y'all just don't like boxing. That's why y'all always looking for a reason to shit on him, then give him credit. That's what's wrong, man, with the sport. And then you got people messed up. You seen him and Xander going back and forth, and people act like Xander got a leg to stand on because he got a title first. That's a matter of circumstance and opportunity. You telling me Virgil Ortiz couldn't beat the guy that Xander beat and it didn't look overly impressive against? Get what I'm saying? Think about that. And he used to fight these dudes that's calling them ducks. He used to fight Xander Zayas instead of Erickson Lubin. I got Virgil Ortiz possibly stopping that kid. So the reason, man, his team know what they doing. They keeping his ass away from guys like Virgil Ortiz, man. Let's call it what it is. And it ain't ducking. They just smart. They guy ain't ready. Virgil Ortiz is more equipped to beat a guy like Xander Zayas than Xander is to beat him. Straight like that. He more fucking battle tested. That's why he told him that. Like you holler at me when you fight somebody within the top 10. Those guys that you fighting, I get killed for fighting them guys. And that's true. Virgil Ortiz is a dog, man. Put some respect on his name.
Recovery and all that stuff, sleep well and all that. So everything's going good.
Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, obviously you return November the 8th against Erickson Lubin, another top 10 opponent. I guess excited to be back in there with, a very bona fide contender in someone like Erickson Lubin.
Always, it's I love challenging myself against the best. Erickson Lubin is I think he's a very good fighter. He's also been in some great fights. And I think that we can expect a great fight on November 8th. He's there to win. We're almost the same age. We're pretty much in the same state of our careers. So I think that that's a fight that no one's going to want to miss.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you are earning that respect now as a world level contender? You had the Madrimov fight, the Boachuk fight, where you showed sort of different sides to your game. Do you feel like you're earning that respect now as a sort of pushing on almost as a world contender?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think it's fair. I think everyone gets their fair share amount of criticism, but I try not to look at that. Muhammad Ali gets his, Mike Tyson got his, Mayweather still gets his, De La Hoya, Mayweather and De La Hoya are some of the best to ever do it, and look at them, they're always getting criticism. So, the way I see it is if you're getting critiqued, then you're doing something right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I spoke to your trainer there, Robert Garcia, and we spoke about, you're obviously the WBC interim champion, but there's a lot of guys who've done less than one world titles, and you've done a lot, as I say, the Madrimov.
Yes, that's the fact of the matter is he's done more than guys that won world titles. Yes, he has. This ain't no Ryan Garcia situation, and no slight of shade to Ryan. But this ain't that. Ortiz is not that. That's not a guy pretending to be a boxer and just a social media sensation. That's not that. He is not that. Look at the resume at 47, pretty damn good. And had it not been for his health, he would have had a championship because he would have beat Stan Jonas. Stan Jonas would not have beat Virgil. He would have got stopped. Same way Boots wouldn't stop him. Boots just ended up getting his work. So what we gonna rate Boots over Ortiz simply because he was able to get a title first, knowing that fight was scheduled for Ortiz? You see what I mean about circumstances and situations, shit you can't control? Can he control that he had Rabdo? No, man. That's why who get a title first, that shit don't matter. Xander is the prime example. He's not nearly as battle tested as Ortiz, and Ortiz is in his second division on top of that and still stepping on shit, still fought better competition at Xander's weight class because he been there, a career 54. No, he moved out. I think he was a lower weight class before. But he been there for a while. And he still ain't fought the competition that Ortiz fought. But the belt will give him some bragging rights so he could get on Twitter and say, holla at me when you get a belt. Ortiz had the perfect response. You holla at me when you fight somebody in the top 10, bro. You're not fighting those guys that you think you fight. He ain't fought not one Virgil Ortiz caliber opponent. And if he do, think this shit goes bad.
Well, Bohachuk wins alone would be sort of guaranteed to want to win a world title. Is it frustrating you aren't, I guess, that full version of a world champion yet?
Hell no. You think they trying to put Xander in there with Madrimov? Hell no. Even Lubin, no. Watch the next person he fight. Watch what I tell you. And it's no knock on the kid, but I think they know something. Like they're moving him a certain way for a reason. Yeah, you're going to get him a title if the opportunity presents itself because you put him in there with somebody that he could beat. That's what you did. But when it comes to the Virgils, them 50-50 type matchups, them shit's kind of avoiding them right now. He ain't had too many of them. He having guys that he's supposed to beat. And the way that fight looked, I didn't like the way he responded when he got hit. He's not taking them shots from Virgil. He was the way Perez was hitting him. Nah, he won't even be able to deal with Virgil.
At this point, I'm just
that's why
I wouldn't say I'm frustrated anymore. I think the frustration was in the division back. Now I'm just like, okay, well, it's kind of the same thing. I'm going through the same thing. So now it's just, one of the problems back in 147 was that I was going out for other people's timing when they wanted to fight. And I was like, I'm gonna do what I want. If the opportunity comes, it's gonna come. If not, you know what? I think most of the boxing world knows that I want the best fights, and I'm taking them. So I think I'm not saying that's what I want, but if that's what it is, then that's okay with me.
Does that feel nice? Almost doing things, I guess, on your own time and when you want, and I guess you calling the shots in a sense.
Yeah. I'm say the low hanging fruit. I'm telling you, shout out to Dre, man. Telling you behind the hands. I'm not knocking him. It's just something that I see, and I think they see it too, and they know like he need more seasoning. Need more seasoning on that steak you give me before you go throwing him in there. And I'm telling you, I just think they're gonna take their time. Yeah, they'll allow them to argue back and forth and talk about offers, man. That shit is for the crowd, man, for the fans, so we can argue back and forth about who ducking. I'm not falling for that shit. Not falling for that shit. You're not going to tell me the more battle-tested guy is scared to get in there with a guy like behind the hand said that is looked at as a low-hanging fruit or one of the weaker champions. And I ain't trying to knock him. He's a young kid, talented, he could fight. But his limits. And I don't like the way he responded when he was getting hit in his most recent fight. If that's Virgil Ortiz on the other end, he probably gets stopped.
Sometimes, yeah, it does.
Shout out to my dog.
And really, man, I wouldn't even say it's me calling the shots. If someone wants to fight, we say yeah. And the fights happen. But we're not going to wait for anyone anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you're just touching back on that Madrimov fight there, arguably a career best win against someone like Israel Madrimov. How good, I guess, did that feel to show that different side to yourself and get a win like that against someone like Madrimov?
I mean, it feels good. He's a good fighter. He's a very versatile fighter. He tried to confuse me a bit. I kept it under control. I stayed poised. But I've always been like that. It's just it takes certain people to make me fight a certain way. But my dad has always made me box. And we have different coaches for that too. My dad, he specializes in a lot of things. We have Coach Hector, who likes to specialize in other things, and we also have Coach Robert. I have all these coaches for a reason, not for a show. You know what I mean? Like they all do different things, and I try to incorporate all of that into my game.
Mm-hmm. And when you have 21 fights,
I think it's good to work with multiple people, man, to bring the absolute best out of you. I think there's several examples that you could point to where guys have more than one coach. Like, yeah, you got your head coach, but you got guys that work with and understand you as a fighter. That's what Virgil got. I think they get the most out of the vehicle that Virgil is. You know what I'm saying? And people probably gonna be singing a different tune when he actually do get the opportunity to fight for these titles. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not gonna be no easy go for nobody, bro. I think he can fight. Got some good fundamentals, man. He fight behind that high guard, heavy ass jab. My only knock is sometimes it seems like he want to throw everything hard because he want to just punch through you, but that's the kid that's clearly trying to knock your head off your shoulders, man. I love the intensity that he fight with. He's somebody that if you beat up, you're going to have to beat him up.
That's in a row where you're stopping your opponents, and the last two go the distance. How does that feel mentally? Like, has it made much? Have you noticed a difference in the sense in those two fights?
I don't. It doesn't affect me in a negative way, and.
No, yeah, I don't mean in a negative way. Yeah, I just mean, does it feel different in a sense? Because you're so used to just stopping everyone and like.
Yeah, I mean, I knew eventually it was gonna have to end. Eventually, you're just gonna find someone that's tough or smart, you know, like the last two. But I'm almost proud of that, you know, because people are like, oh, well, what happens when he goes 12 rounds? Well, I could still do it, you know, like it doesn't matter if I have to stop him or not. I can.
And that's something to talk about too, real quick, that people don't talk about. This was a dude that a couple fights ago, 2-3 fights ago, he had 100% KO ratio still, right? Since then, he's fought to back-to-back decisions, but he's answered the questions that people asked for him, that they had for him without even realizing. People wondered, man, what happens when he goes 12 rounds? Can he go 12 rounds? What did it look like when he can't stop a guy, hurt him, or get his guy out of there? He showed you that in back-to-back fights. He still know how to win. Care how close a competitive fights is, he know how to win. He figures it out. He find a way. Some people say he beat Madrimal better than Bud. Think that's subjective, is all what you like, but that's a testament to what kind of fighter Virgil Ortiz is, man. We got to do better, man. We really don't like boxing. That's when and when I say we, I ain't meaning us, but like overall, all that toxic shit come from people that really don't enjoy the sport. How could you look at a man that worked as hard as he did, damn near died, trying to dedicate his life to the sport? People do not get it, bro. It's crazy that he still want to fucking box and he was about to die. Like, seriously. Father said he was fighting for his life. Them couple tune-up fights that everybody, you know, criticized him for. I've criticized it, but I have a better understanding of why they went that route. This dude was fighting for his life, making sure everything was good, making sure he can get through an actual fight without a flare-up, get through a training camp without a flare-up. Nah, man, I rock with it. I rock with his come up. Can't wait to see him get an opportunity to fight for a title. I think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong as well. Santiago, what's good with it, family? How you feel? Appreciate you, bro. Let's keep building, man. Y'all double tap this.
And I can still box if I need to. I can fight inside when I want to. People think that I'm just some power machine that only has power. Like, bro, I can box too. I can use my speed. I can use defense if I want to. You know, if I feel like I need it. I can do most things.
Yeah, of course. I think everyone sees that in your fights. Yeah, I think one thing that was always like that sticks out to me. I mean, you know, the Moses Talma fight, there was the use of that guard manipulation where he swiped the guard and but you done it in a different way. You know, you used the guard manipulation, went to the body. I guess sort of adding them things here, also showing that game shows the skill set that you do have, as you say.
Yeah, I mean, it's just boxing chess. It's just physical chess. You just got to anticipate your opponent's moves and try to think ahead. And you got to realize that some opponents don't think ahead. So, I mean, you just kind of have to read them. You just have to know what kind of opponent they are. And some things will work on other opponents and some will work on others.
Yeah, of course. And then you said there about the politics of one.
And low key, bro, while people talking, he didn't get the knockout in his last 2 fights, but that's great for him because that's valuable experience going into them later rounds, them championship rounds. Just because he didn't get the knockout, it's not a lack of power or effort or none of that. He just fought guys, the higher caliber guys that had the will to try to win and didn't want to be knocked out as well. So that's all I see. The last couple of fights is a testament to him being able to grow as a fighter and answer questions silently through the criticism, and people still not able to see it because they too busy talking about he's scared and he ducking. Ignorance, man. Boxing fans really be like weird, man. Some weird individuals. Nobody sits out 2 years and come back into strong fighters. Mel got to work. Yeah, his way back for sure. For sure. So, yeah, this dude is a dog. And that's why I think Mel wouldn't take the fight. Like when he said that they offered it, Mel turned it down. Think about it. It's not an ideal situation. He will have the advantage, man. And it's all about guys being comfortable and, you know, making sure they're in a position to win the fight. So if you put yourself at a disadvantage, more than likely you ain't going to see nobody take no fight like that. Why would Charlo fight this dude without no belt coming off a loss and 2 years inactive? You get what I'm saying?
147 was like a bit frustrating in a sense when you felt like you were almost sort of chasing guys. Do you not feel any of that 154 when it comes to getting a shot at the world title?
Quick, but if you're a boxing fan that's impatient and you ain't trying to understand the business or what makes sense, then you'll say, oh, Jamel Charlo ducked Virgil Ortiz. He turned him down. See what I'm saying? Kind of ignorant. Did not even pay attention that they just mandated him to fight, you know, or to, you know, be in position to fight the guy that just beat Tellus. So I don't know, man. And if you Charlo, who do you fight? The dangerous Ortiz coming off the layoff and the loss, right, for no belt, or do you go fight the dude Abbas Barrow that just beat Tellus, right? Being that you was a champion in recess, and then you kind of put yourself in position to reclaim your throne, if you will, right, or make another run at it. So it's all about business and making smart moves.
Like Robert was almost saying, like, look, you know, guys like Xander, Murtazaliev, who's obviously got the 10-pound rehydration, Fundora. I know you're in line for a shot of Fundora, but these guys, like, do you still see that politics there when it comes to yourself fighting them?
Not a whole lot. I think these fights will all eventually happen soon. I'm very optimistic about it.
Okay, yeah. I've got to ask you about Xander Zayas. Obviously, yourself and him traded words on social media. At the latest, I guess, what was sort of the whole deal? I guess I know he spoke about an offer being sent, but he wanted to fight in Puerto Rico. How do you feel about that whole situation between yourself and Xander?
I just think it's all childish, man, and I'm over it at this point. If they truly wanted the fight to happen, it would have happened next. So that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah. Because I know he
straight like that. Because guys, it's a situation where they had a contract and not signed it, and then they wait till he go make a fight and then claim that they wanted to fight. It's a lot of games, man. These promoters and these guys, they play a lot of games, man. But I look at Virgil Ortiz, why wouldn't he want an opportunity to fight as Xander Zayas, somebody that's not as experienced as he is and not as battle tested? That'll probably be one of the easier titles that he win. No disrespect to Xander, but I don't think he the toughest challenge out there.
I think it was an interview with the Ring magazine as well. He said, like, you said to him, talk to me when you're a champion, and then he sort of...
And that's a lie. Because it's on record that he said, talk to me when you're a champion, and I said, talk to me when you fight a top 10 opponent. So, but you see, me saying, oh, he said, and you said, that just makes me feel like a little kid. And that's what he is.
Yeah.
So I don't even try to... I'm not going to entertain it anymore, because I just feel stupid.
Yeah, no, of course, I get that. But like more on that as well, you mentioned the point.
Like
you must sell, although you don't have that.
Virgil said, I'm not about to go back with this he says, she says shit. It's on record, bro. You told me to holler at you when I'm a champion. Not one time did you say, like, yeah, you trying to set up the fight. You was trying to flex on him, that champion flex, or talk to me when you got a belt. He like, bro, man, I ain't trying to hear that. You talk to me when you actually fighting somebody that could possibly beat you. And that's what Virgil has been doing, man. He's been in those kind of fights. He's been in some scrappy fights. He's had some good tests. He is battle tested, like I said. So I don't know, man. I just think he more primed to win a title and go on a title run based on what I see from him versus Xander right now.
Full world title claim. You must feel a lot more value in that. You face the best competition, and regardless of a world title, do you feel more value knowing that I've faced the best guys?
There's no doubt in my mind, so at this point I don't care, and I think the fans know it too.
Yeah, of course. And there was someone else I wanted to ask you about, I guess, the deal with Jerome Boots Ennis. I know Eddie Hearn come out and said about Boots signing to fight you. I had done an interview with Eddie, and I said, is Virgil on board with this? He couldn't really give me an answer, so I guess I'm asking you, like, Robert was basically saying, like, we have no idea about this, and is that more the same from your point? You don't really know where this has come from.
Well, you see, the thing is, if Boots signed to fight me, that doesn't mean I'm obligated. Like, that's what I mean when I say, like, I'm not going to wait for anyone. Like, we were both offered the fight already. We said yes. And if both sides wanted it, then it would have happened already. So it's kind of the same thing with Xander. Like, we did say yes. And I mean, the fight's not happening regardless of who said no or not. The people that said yes was my side. So now that he signed with Eddie to say that we're gonna fight, like, that has nothing to do with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense.
You'd be happy for that fight, though, right?
I love that fight. I love that fight, but it's like they want to fight what they want to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. So it's like you.
And it's truth to that. It's truth to that, because that's how a lot of these teams and these fighters and stuff be operating. Get what I'm saying? You heard Eddie prematurely announce Boots being in 54, so he has a tendency to kind of put his foot in his mouth or speak too soon. And that's kind of what he doing. Virgil, like, bro, he signed over there, signed to fight me. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me, because it ain't it ain't on my side. He feel like, these fights not happening because both sides don't be wanting it at the same time. Dudes be looking to try to get guys coming off, situations that are not ideal, where they feel comfortable and they feel like they have an advantage. Why else would you think, Canelo feel comfortable fighting a guy like Charlo off a layoff, jumping weight classes, injury? Because he feel like he got the upper hand. That's just what sports is in general. Boxing for sure. Dudes want the upper hand. They want the advantage. Don't care how small, how big or how small. If it can get an advantage at all, they're going to get it. And that's what they be doing. So, Virgil, a real fighter. Just think he a victim of circumstance and an unfortunate health scare that almost led him out of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And even when he was going through that, people was talking about, I don't think Virgil's sick. I don't think he's sick. I think he just need to move. I was like, well, we ignorant, man, sometimes to these guys in their situation. So I'm always trying to understand. And from what I can tell with the information out there, this is not a guy avoiding challenges, man. Just a matter of like time, situation, and circumstance and availability being worked out where these fights can get made. Because then when him and Boots finally get made, what are people going to say? All the people that said Boots was ducking him or he was ducking Boots. What they going to say then? You get me? You know what I mean? Shout out to Virgil.
I guess because Eddie was saying like that it's happening in January, for example.
Yeah.
Is there any truth to that? I guess
it real, but people won't listen to that explanation. That was a very good explanation. Listen to what he's saying to you. Dudes be wanting to fight when they be wanting to fight. They don't move that, and that you clearly hear it on both sides. What I can hear on both sides clearly when it pertains to Boots and Virgil, they're not on the same page. They're not on the same. You can hear it. Eddie Hearn saying, yeah, Boots signed to fight Virgil. Virgil father, like, what? Man, you don't tell us when to fight. The Virgil sitting here telling you, like, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. Like, I got other shit going on. And like they say, he got Lubin. He got Lubin, Boots got Lima. See how that go? I mean, before the ink, that's what I'm saying. So people take the fighters, what they argue about on social media, Remo, and they take it and run with it. Or when they hear one side come out and speak versus the other, they think they got something. But nah, man, it's two sides, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's two sides. Boots signing with Eddie was probably contingent on him getting a fight with Virgil. Yeah, that has nothing to do with Virgil until they come to the table together. That's a fact. That would be strictly on Eddie Hearn to be able to hold his end of the bargain and get him that fight. You get what I'm saying? But not gonna tell me Boots is the guy that's, scared to fight him or vice versa. I don't think these guys are scared to fight each other, man. It's just a matter of time, man. When Boots get his foot in the door at 54, people gonna have to keep the same energy, bro. And I guarantee you they won't. So I just like both fighters, man. And I ain't labeling them as ducks. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Bonnes. So, man, who this in the back? My guy Mill in the back. What's good with it, bro?
Hey, yo, can you finish playing the interview? It's something I want to touch on real fast.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. From your side,
no, it's not true because I'm gonna fight in November. I'm not gonna be ready for January.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like I said, it's like someone putting words in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't like people speaking for you. So in a way, they're trying to like, you know what I mean? Like, did you talk to my manager or my promoter? Did you talk to me? Like, oh, we signed to fight him. Like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Frustrating to hear?
Not really. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course. Look, I sort of wanted to move on, I guess, sort of more from that talk. And I wanted to ask you, obviously, next week there's a massive fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. You've sparred.
Hey, Jess, let's start right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, and this is respectfully, fighters don't really know always what's being talked about, what's being discussed. They're the last ones to be brought to the table. He made a couple of points that can easily be rebuffed, right?
Right.
First point is, I'm fighting in November. How am I going to be ready to fight January? You didn't have no issue with offering a fight with Boots in December, and the fight was February 22nd.
Right.
That's
a good point.
Boots was a duck for that, right?
Right.
Your manager's calling him a duck for that. But now when it comes to you, timetables matter.
Mm-hmm.
The second part, he said he don't like people speaking for him. I mean, did you talk to my manager? Did you talk to my promoter? Yes, he talked to your promoter. He negotiated with your promoter. Your promoter is saying that he wants it in February. So nobody's putting words in your mouth per se.
Right.
Your promoter is talking to another promoter. Now, if your issues with Oscar, then let your issues be with Oscar. All Eddie and Boots is saying is Boots signed an extension based upon fighting Vergil Ortiz. Based upon what him and your promoter negotiated. That's what he's saying. He's saying his extension has Vergil Ortiz in it, and it's signed based upon the terms that was agreed upon with your promoter, Oscar De La Hoya. So nobody is putting words in your mouth. You need to talk to your people.
Absolutely. And that's what I think a lot of times too, man. It sounds like they don't be in the know. It's because it be holes in the shit that they speaking. And it sounds like that's what I hear. I be like, miscommunication. Ain't happening. Dudes ain't on the same page, and start hearing dates get thrown out there. I ain't fighting on this date and that date. But I level with what he was saying. I think that fight gonna happen for sure, man. And what people gonna see then, man.
The one part that he was saying is true. People want to fight when they want to fight. The same way that it seems like y'all reluctant to fight now, I feel like y'all wanted Boots to be his first fight in the division. That's when you felt like you had a really good chance. Now he got a fight to become. Now he has a fight where he's acclimated. Now it seems like I'm not waiting for him. Well,
yeah.
you won't have to wait for him. They're saying that they want you next. What are you waiting for? No. In your eyes, you want bigger, vulnerable names. I understand the business of boxing. I'm not saying you're a punk, but if I can get Errol, I'll get Errol. If I can get Thurman, I'll get Thurman. If I can get Sander, I'll get Sander. And I'll wait for you.
Yeah. That's real. You know what it is, man. I can't wait to see these next few fights go, man. I'm
just frustrated. Just stop acting like it's just Eddie out here talking. Your promoter is talking too. Your promoter talked the ring. He said he loved the fight. He said the fight will happen soon. He said he wanted it in February. Stop. Eddie deserves his criticism for a lot of shit, but this isn't all on Eddie. And I feel like it's disingenuous. It's them, respectfully. They're playing a lot of public relation games. And people aren't really calling them out for it. If you look at the offer for Xander, they like, oh well, you got 24 hours to respond. But the offer was sent to them that day. We could see the date on the offer. But he's making it seem like they've had the offer for a long time. They didn't. So I feel like they're trying to push the boogeyman narrative that everybody's scared when everybody's clock doesn't work. But you're saying it when it comes to you being on somebody else's clock. But when it comes to somebody not being on your clock, now you're critical of it.
Right. Yeah. Nah, that's real, man. It's always two sides, man. It's always the other side. But time will tell, man, because eventually you dudes gonna have to see each other, gonna have to run into each other. Ain't gonna be no in-between fights. It's gonna be y'all.
Congratulations on the 10K too.
Man, shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you, family.
Yo, celebrate all these moments, bro.
And you already know we're gonna have some fun, man. Just keep on building, you know it. I hit that like button, man. So, man, Lubin, I can't wait to see this Lubin fight, though, man. I like it. I like this fight for these dudes, man.
I definitely like that fight. I feel like it's a dangerous fight, but I feel like it's a strategic fight. People got to understand the art of building a fighter. While the criticism for him is valid, this is your third division. You still haven't fought for a world title yet. Everybody beat you. Like all of your contemporaries, they beat you to the party. You and Conor Ben are the only ones that have yet fought for a world title. So to me, well, I mean, that's not if you want to call the WBA regular a world title. But yeah, as far as your contemporaries at 147 pounds, Danny Onis got one, Xander got one, Boots got two. Who am I missing?
Dan, it's crazy now as you think about that. You're right.
Yeah, just you and Jesus Ramos are the only ones that have yet to fight for a world title. Then you fighting Lubin, who I think Lubin's a tough fight, but let's look at it if we're gonna look at this optically. Sergey Boyachuk was stopped by Brandon Adams. He gave you a tough fight. Madrimov was coming off of a loss to Terrence Crawford. Gave you a tough fight. Lubin's been stopped twice.
Right.
I feel like they're building a fighter through narrative. They're giving him names that you recognize, names that you know is tough, but have proven to be vulnerable at times.
Yeah, they being smart about it. Yeah. Hey, that's a good point. Because if you look at his last three, it's interesting. Now you talking about Virgil, right?
Yeah, Virgil's last three.
Right, Bolchuk, Madrimov, and now you got Lubin. Then now that you say that, you make a lot of sense. But they're still all good, credible guys that get you, good battle-tested type of fights. It's crazy that that'll be his last three and he ain't fought for a title yet. It's crazy to me. What do you I got you here because I got to ask you, man, what do you think, in your mind, what's the number one reason he ain't fought for a title yet, you think? 2 cents, what up, homie?
Because his promoter is being very careful with him. His promoter has a dry stable. Their top guy is a fucking nincompoop and Ryan Garcia.
Right.
And so now I have to be very strategic in building a star. And your promoter said he didn't want Bakram because there was too many tough fights in a row.
Right.
So you can't talk about people not fighting you. I think that they are looking for the right title in the right situation. And I think it was a sense of Turki Al-Ashiki overpaying them for boots and it being the right situation. I'm going to be his fight at 54, his first fight, coming in off of a short turnaround, which is the same thing that he's complaining about is the same offer that was on the table for boots.
Wow.
Short turnaround. And a short turnaround first fight at 154 pounds. Now, if I can get Thurman, a guy that's been out of the ring, a smaller guy, but a name that people respect, that's great. Errol Spence. The last time I seen Errol Spence, he was getting dish ragged across the bar.
Right.
Lubin's a tough fight, but it's taking a lot of punishment. So I think they're looking for the right guy, the right situation. And the right guy, the right situation is Xander Zayas.
Right.
That's why they're pressing so hard. That's why they're going on a whole media tirade, because he's the right guy. I beat my Puerto Rican rival, right? He's a guy that hasn't even faced top 5, top 10 opposition yet. He's a guy that everybody sees is green on the elite level, but he's undefeated. And then now doing that, I can maneuver. As opposed to a guy that everybody knows that I'm not favored to beat, no matter how many interviews Turki Al-Ashiki does or Vergil or anybody. Nobody favors him to beat Boots.
Right.
I can wait on that. I can wait on Boots.
Right. 2 cents, T Hill. Appreciate you. Xander playing them small and love it. Yeah, he is. But I'm like, man, I was just up here giving Virgil his just due simply because I'm just like, I'm tired. I hate the Doug narrative, man. Timing is important for these dudes. I think they be like you said. What you saying is very reasonable. But dudes looking for the right fight, right situation, and the one they look like they pressing is Xander. It looked like it because that'll get his foot in the door. And then I wonder like what their energy is like once you get hold it. You get a hold of the title. You get what I'm saying? Do you start thinking about fighting those other tough guys, or do you try to go on a celebration tour with the title? That's what I want to see.
Celebration tour, right? Like respectfully, Xander is right and Virgil's right. They're both right.
Yeah.
Virgil is right and Boots is right. The same way Virgil is taking those stances, that's not Virgil talking. That's his manager talking. He's regurgitating. You like when you do this for long enough, you can hear manager talk. The reality is Xander's right. You had no for a world title. I'm 5 years younger than you, and I'm already. So call me when you get a world title. You're not dictating shit to me. And Virgil's right, where even though viewership and attendance were around the same, I've beaten better guys.
Yeah.
And with Boots, I'm a world champion. I'm a bigger star than you. So we're going to move when Jerron Ennis wants to move. And Virgil was looking at it from like, nah, I have leverage in regards to I'm with a big promotion. I got a big network and I got a name.
Right.
But the intriguing issue I'm going to see is the zone really wants this fight.
Yeah, man. Talk about it, bro, because that's the conversation that don't come up enough. Remember, you were saying it, I think, yesterday. The networks really want this fight. That shit is so key for so many conversations, bro.
The zone really, really wants this fight. And one fighter has agreed to the terms. So are we going to be understanding with Virgil, or are we going to give Virgil the same energy? Because nobody's requiring Virgil to move up and vacate titles.
Right. It's a fact.
This is a fight that you said that you wanted. But I feel like it's going to be stalled out.
Right. Man. I wonder when he gonna get that title shot. When you gonna get it, Virgil? And then because they damn sure putting you through a bit of a ringer, because shit, not for nothing. I can see the vulnerabilities in the guys that he fighting. I can see it. I can see why they feel strongly that he can win, but they still a little tricky. I mean, he must try and go in there playing with Lou.
Yo, he's going. I see it being one of these situations, very similar to Rashidi Ellis. Very similar to Jamal James. Very similar to Boots. Boots wants Virgil's scalp.
Yeah.
He wants it. He wants that fight next. But I can see a situation where Virgil prolongs the fight, ends up losing, and then now Boots has to end up fighting the guy that beat him for less credit. Rashidi Ellis was supposed to be the guy. Roman Villa beats him. Now Roman Villa became a bum.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's crazy.
Boots was supposed to fight the winner of Bootaev and Jamal James. Jamal James was the name, the WBA regular champion. He loses to him. Now, Boots wants Bootaev. Bootaev doesn't want it. Bootaev loses to Stanionis.
Right.
So I see it being one of those situations. The more and more you go back to that well, and you in there with still tough but vulnerable guys, one of them guys are going to get you.
Right.
Because we thought Boyachuk did.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, is he gonna go to the well? Is Virgil gonna be in a situation where that's happening, where they go to the well one too many times trying to look for the perfect fighting situation for their guy? I can see that. Look, he already going through the ringer. You know what I mean? You got people calling this man a hype job. I think that's a little crazy, man. Like, he battle tested. But it's crazy that he with the test that he had, he ain't fought for a title yet. It's crazy to me.
Boxing fans go from in their mind, you go from prospect to superstar. In between, your hype job.
You know, in between, right? Ain't no in between.
They be calling like 27-year-old prospect.
Yeah,
he's fighting 12 rounders. How could he be a prospect?
Yeah, people don't even take into account the shit they saying ain't making sense because they just want to diss him. Yeah, that shit was wild. That's why I got here. I'm like, hype job, and you know, everybody got their shows and their opinions, but it's like you start out by saying, I see the matter of fact, you hear it's a short ass clip. It's really short. Real quick, I just be playing shit. I just be hearing stuff. I be like, dang.
Virgil, it's legit to say that he's a hype job. Do he got the skills? Do he got the talent? Absolutely. But at 27 years old, no world title, 3 divisions, man, stats don't lie, man. The disrespectful shit is that we talk shit about Chris Eubank, but Virgil on the same path, man. No world title, about to be 30.
Yeah, 27. 27 is about to be 30. Damn.
Yo, I think the criticism is justified in certain aspects, and then people just go overboard. Like, should he have had a world title shot? Yes.
Yeah.
Was all of that his fault, or was it his promotion or whoever's heading his training camp? I mean, or people could say Virgil eating outside of training camp caused the health scare. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But he's not a hype job. He's a contender. Do I think he's an elite level fighter? No. But is he a world rated fighter? Is he capable of giving anybody in the world problems? Yes. Do I think he can be a world champion? Yes. Do I think he's the boogeyman? Fuck no.
Right. Right. Let's see, man. He got an opportunity to prove it, man. I just want to see the right fights for these dudes so we can hear them get their credit. And I know Lubin is Lubin, but that still ain't what people wanted the most. So I have to get through this fight. But I tell you what, don't go to the well one too many times. Who did I say was gonna do that shit? Seemed like they was like just avoiding fighting somebody. I think it was MJ. Did he end up losing? Ahmed Daliev. I think he had a similar situation.
Cool boy, you play too hard in those negotiations. You know what I mean? Those guys that want to be too difficult. Like, no, we gonna wait. And I know who it is. It's your management. No, we gonna wait. Keep going back to that well. Then you get beat by a guy nobody ever heard of.
You get what I'm saying? And now you got to pick up the pieces, and now you going back to the drawing board with an L because you done played around. You overplayed your hand is what I'm saying. Like, nah,
and then we slid right in dude DMs.
Right.
Soon as you lost,
man. I called it with dude, man. I said, yo, he gonna keep not fighting the right people, and somebody is gonna come along and beat him. Exactly what happened. I'm like,
yo. Hey, Josh, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go, right? Yo, what's up? What you doing? Ashi, what the fuck, man? Yo, my young boy wasn't paying attention crossing the street. These kids and they phones, man.
Yo, I'm telling you, that give you a heart attack, bro. Give you a heart attack, yo.
No, but Virgil has to be careful.
Yeah.
Virgil has to be careful because he's gonna go to the well, then he's gonna, and if you keep doing it, you'll eventually lose. And that doesn't mean your career is over, but then you'll be the same guy. These guys that you kind of like play hardball with, that you talk shit to.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna be begging them for opportunity, and then they're gonna give you their ass to kiss.
Yeah. I do like the way he wasn't like how he kind of answered that though. He was answering stuff. He wasn't like, it didn't sound like he was trying to like.
It was still
fucking me, and
it was good PR, but it was still slick.
Yeah, it was. He got it in. But it was better than just hearing, oh man, they really don't want to fight and they scared. And now I just hate that because I'm like, bro, these grown men, if y'all scared to fight at the age y'all at and how long y'all been doing it, you need to retire, bro. So I just refuse, man. I just think it'd be a timing thing. You know what I mean? Egos, pride, people want to fight, like he said, or like he mentioned, when they want to fight, right? I believe that too.
Yeah. Yo, I just got to the gym. I'm gonna hit you up.
You already know. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro.
All right. The boxing reset button is nasty ass Keith Thurman. I'm telling you, behind the hands, and y'all double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna keep cooking because we ain't done yet, man. We got some more building to do. We came on here early today to get it in, and we gonna do exactly that. But yeah, man, good conversation. Shout out to YSM, always a good conversation. Virgil, yeah, man, it's interesting, man, to see that, you know, look. Shout out to Ness and the Boxing Boys. They called him a hype job, or he asked a question. It's safe to say he a hype job, man. He got the skill, the talent, but no titles. I don't think the titles justify, you know, or solidify you. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. I feel like he's more substance than Xander is. Xander got the title first. See what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Rolly's a world champion. Rolly is a world champion. You know what I mean? Some say 2 division, right? He ain't even been 1 division. So the circumstances, opportunities, and management, the way these fighters are moved, and like he said, man, guys, we're looking for the perfect opportunity, and when they're not able to get it, they forced to keep going to the well, and you could end up doing that one too many times, put yourself in a position where you lose a fight that you shouldn't have lost, or lose to a guy that don't resonate with the people. You get me? So, you know, I'm not saying that that's gonna happen to Xander, but I respect the last 3 fights, man. I gotta give it to him. You know, Boychuk, Madrimov, and Lubin. You know, YSM brought up a really good point with the vulnerabilities, and he make a lot of sense. Like I see it. You know, Boychuk is somebody that got knocked out by Brandon Adams, Madrimal. You seen Bud just come off and beat him, right? And he come, you know, and he beat him after Bud did. Lubin been stopped twice. You just see the vulnerabilities. You can see what probably is a driving point to putting particular matchups together. You can see why they're going in the direction they're going. But with Lubin, it's a bit tricky, man, because he can really box. He's smart, got good experience. He's gotten better since the time that he's lost initially after his first loss. I still rock with him. I still rock with Lubin. You just can't count that dude out. Him and Kevin Cunningham be cooking, man. He gonna come to win this fight too. He can box. He can punch. I think you got the punching power to hurt Lubin. I think you got the boxing ability to make things really interesting. And I hope that he comes to really box because he's a boxer puncher. Yo, Lubin really got hands, bro. He's smart. Get what I'm saying? He could be creative. He is creative, right? He got tools. He got a real tool bag. He just got to use it. Get what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in no strongman contest where you just like, you know, chest to chest or head to head, just like chucking leather. You know how they do. Fighters throw that high guard and just go. I don't want to see that. I want to see him be smart, strategic, man. Approach this fight from a strategic standpoint where you actually utilizing your skill set, right? Your boxing ability. I give this dude different looks because that standing right in front of Virgil shit ain't gonna be smart. I'm just saying. I'm saying that, or I'm throwing that out there early. You don't want to be standing right in front of that dude. You do not want to do it. Cool Boy versus Foster. Yeah, it's interesting. I had played the presser a little earlier in the show. I think that's the most 50-50 matchup on the card. Most 50-50 matchup on the card for sure. It could go either way. I could see shot boxing to a victory. I could see Cool Boy boxing to a victory. Now, I mean, matter of fact, I slightly lean towards Cool Boy because of the experience and the guys that he fought being slightly more battle tested, in my opinion. Being slightly more battle tested, in my opinion, is what I like. You know what I'm saying? Moving into the division, he looked like he should have been there. I don't think it's going to be a big deal with him moving up either. All right, my bad, John. Lubin gonna be Lubin, yeah, man. He got to be smart. Lubin got to be smart. Lubin, he got to mix it up. He got to change looks, man. He can't stand right in front of no Vergil Ortiz, man. That's not ideal. Nor is it smart or healthy. That kid's strong, man. He got really good body shots, heavy jab. He got a heavy ass jab, really good body shots, hooks. I'm telling you, man, good. He got a good arsenal, offensive arsenal, but I think he is deficient in some areas, and I think he can be exploited from a boxing standpoint. I think that, you know what I'm saying? Because he want to make it a fight. He want to come right to you, get in your chest, and make it a fight. Virgil want to do that, but we've seen Lubin's ability to do exactly that, but the boxing ability is what's going to get this fight over the hump for him. If he were to win, it's going to be because of how he approached it from a boxing standpoint. He's going to have to be smart in box. Going to have to be smart in box. Yeah, he's solid as hell. Strong, solid, heavy jab, good body punches. He punched through the target. He's headstrong, and he only know one way. If you can slow Virgil down or back him up, I think the fight gets very difficult for him. So if Lubin is able to do that, then he's in good shape. If Lubin's able to do that, he got to be able to back him up, though. Got to be able to back him up and create some different looks, man. Be creative in there, man. Keep Virgil Ortiz thinking, bro. Keep him thinking because he want to come forward, close the ring, make the ring small, and beat your ass. And you can't let him do that. You cannot allow him to do that. You cannot allow that man to get in your chest like that. You know, he'll batter you with that jab. He got a kind of jab, Virgil do, a heavy jab that'll get you drunk if he keep hitting you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying earlier, we don't want our guy Lubin out there looking like Rocky Dennis. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Again, You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. We seen that once when he fought Fundora. He did some really good work on the inside, but I think his best work was when he was boxing. You get what I'm saying? And punching in combination. He was creating issues for Fundora. You get what I'm saying? And Vergil is a strong guy. He's used to being the aggressor and the one dishing out the punishment. But I've noticed, you know, since I watched boxing, you know, everybody like dishing it out, but everybody don't like getting it back. So Vergil's tough as nails, tough as they come. But I'm telling you, Erickson Lubin got some power that could end the fight. He can punch. He's a good puncher to me. Good boxer puncher, man. You remember how they looked at him early in the game when he first started. So he said, now I got to go watch both guys' last 3 fights. I mean, that's the good homework, man. Make me want to do the same shit, bro. And just see what is it anything we missing. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Cunningham, I believe, is going to be in Lubin's corner. You got Robert Garcia and Vergil's. You know what I'm saying? Battle of the minds as well, man. May the best man win. Man. Damn, they got some tough fights coming up, bro. Lubin is another one, man. Lubin get it out the mud, bro. He battle tested too, yo. He another one, bro. He get in there with anybody. Lubin to fight whoever, bro. Erickson Lubin don't care who he fight. Docu-series loaded. He don't care, man. That dude will fight whoever, man. I just want to see him get his just due, man. And I'm telling you, if he don't win, they're going to say every time he step up, he lose. So it's going to be a lot of being talked because of it. Oh, man. A little point of attack diagram. Y'all crazy, man. But so, yeah, man, may the best man win. But let's keep rolling, yo. Let's keep rolling. We got a big fish sighting, man. We had a big fish sighting, bro. Y'all know we all was happy to see my guy Errol Spence back in the mix. Huh? The Butcher, what it do, homie? Y'all know I was glad to see EJ back in the mix, man. You know what I mean? You just love to see it, bro. You just love to see it. You love to see him putting in the work. You know, people been doubting him for a while, man. Counting him out, calling for his retirement. But that shit just give you hope to see this man back in the ring again. It really do. Gotta run the clip again. Give me 2 seconds. Let me go get something to drink. Y'all double tap that screen, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get it. We back. Yeah, man. So like I was saying yesterday, man, this dude been out the ring long time. 2 of the fighters we talked about, too. Him and Keith Thurman make up 100% of the most disrespected one-loss fighters in the world. With that little clip, man, just seeing them in there hitting the pads. Look, it's been a long time since we've seen him really do anything. He look intense. He look like he's ready. I mean, look. Here, man. He's putting that drive in there. I'm shot down. Serious, don't you? Talk about some thing. EJ, man. EJ gonna get it back. Like the shape he look like he in. We look good, man. Look good.
I feel like I'm an apex predator. It's just like I could be in the locker room talking to my opponent, chilling. We could be playing dominoes in the locker room. And it's fight night. Dominoes, playing cards, playing the video games. And then as soon as somebody come in, commission come in, be like, oh, it's fight time. And once we get in the ring, I don't even know you. Like, I'ma straight try to decapitate you.
I don't even know you.
It's what makes, you know,
Yeah,
some people
come
great,
on.
some people good, and some people okay. Cause not everybody got that. You know, that's what the instincts of a Floyd or you know, Manny Pacquiao or Mike Tyson.
Man, talk about it, EJ. You hear him, man? Look, I'm trying to say, man, when the commissioner come in there, tell me it's fight time, man, I don't even know you no more, man. I'm trying to straight decapitate you. You hear me? EJ talking that talk, man. Yeah, he don't even know you no more, man. Getting that ring gonna put belt to ass. So look, I guess, you know, seeing this picture followed up by that video, you get what I'm saying? Just give me a good feel, man, with him having some type of possible return. And look, we get it. Being outside the sport for a long time is not ideal, especially with him, with the loss that he had and things like that, right? But you know, with all the, I think the trauma and all the different things they put, all the stress that they put their bodies through, you know what I'm saying, so long, for years on end, with the training camps and fights and different things like that, the miles, I think it might be a good thing sometimes for guys to get you know, have some time off where they can kind of reset mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all that good stuff, right? And maybe that's what he's been able to do with this time now. With time off comes ring rust and that, you know, with the inactivity and all that. But I think at the same token, as long as he's able to perform at a high level, because that's what he's gonna need to, because he don't want no tune-ups, then he'll be all right. So what I'm saying is, you just never know how the time off will affect him until you see him. And that's one of those things where he clearly ain't giving up on himself. People calling for his retirement, telling him, hey, man, just go enjoy your time with your family. EJ said, what? Trying to hear that shit? Tell me, man, this it. Boxing is life, man. He said, I ain't dead yet. You hear me? I am not dead. I am not dead. It makes me happy to see, bro. It do. Makes me happy to see it, bro. No pads don't hit back, but he been out of sight, out of mind the way he has. It's always gonna be refreshing to see him back in his element with his weight down, sharpening up, because he been making these little hints at a comeback, different things like that, right? Posting the pictures, and you see him posting the, like, the battle tested shark with the shark that's kind of beat up, which is dope, man. I think he need to play into that when he get back, man. The shark, the beat up shark, you know, some wear and tear, but he's still here. Still finding a way to, you know, I feel like as long as he don't give up, he can put himself in position to make this comeback that he want to make. You get what I'm saying? Think he could do it. But lose is best for boxing Spence rematch. The Cinnamon versus Moss. If he lose the best fight as a Spence rematch, could be for sure. For sure that. For sure. But look, man, real positive energy, man. His balance look on point. Them shots sound sharp, crisp. Sound like he in there stinging them pads, man. That's good, man. His cousin responded to the Charlo situation. I wonder what's the chances that we could see them fight each other. Like, I really think that's a good fight now. They both done essentially, like, put it out there. You know, he spoke about fighting them if the money right. Mel Charlo said it ain't no friends. Spence's cousin or so family member responded. Man, I think they could use each other, man, and get themselves back in a good spot, because that's what the winner of that fight would go on to do. I'm telling you, man. My thing is, I just wish we knew when he was coming back, when and if, and who he was going to fight. You know what I'm saying? He had a hell of a career, man. The fact that he's still trying to do this shit after the car accidents is crazy. So I respect it, man. I rock with EJ for that. The focus and the precision of a ninja. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Sure is on a laptop whose target is the laptop, and whose target is the camera. I'm telling you, man, this shit serious. EJ coming back, man. He's making his comeback. He's making his comeback. And like I say, he told a fan on Twitter the other day, because they said something about the car crash, and he said, I'm not dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dead, bro. I'm not dead, bro. You hear me? And that's how fans be writing you all, because they still be remembering this picture. And they like, bro, this dude just need to retire. This happened, you know, like he had several fights since then, or multiple fights since then. One of them being, you know, the one and only loss of his career, but the worst, toughest fight of his career. And you know what I mean? And some people feel like he should just go ahead and pack it in, but nah, man. EJ still in the gym, still hitting pads, still trying to stay dedicated, trying to make his way back. Hadouken, you know what I'm saying? I remember that. That Street Fighter shit is a classic, G. It really is. So look, man. EJ back in the sport, back in the game is good, man. Hopefully he can be 100, as close to 100% as possible, because I don't think, you know, that 100% that he once before, I don't think he'll ever be able to quite get there. But at the end of the day, you know, if he can get as close to it as possible, or still, you know, perform at optimal elite level, yeah, you know, like he said, 70% is better. 70% of him is good enough to beat a lot of these guys, right? So that's what he said. So we'll see. We will see, man. We will see. I see this fight is being scheduled for in Puerto Rico, man. This is a good one, bro. Dalton Smith and Matias. Matias is a dangerous guy. Dalton Smith got a lot to prove, good boxer. Let's see if he could be the Achilles heel for Matias. I don't know, man. He gonna have to prove something. He gonna have to bite down and fight in this fight. They in Puerto Rico with him. Matias is a prideful guy. He gonna be trying to punch through you out there in Puerto Rico, bro. So Dalton Smith, you said you belong on this level. You feel like you supposed to be a world champion. You got your opportunity to prove it against none other than Subriel Matias. This is a dangerous ass fight. This shit could go really left for you. You could end up getting wore down, boxed up, beat up, stopped. You know what I'm saying? Dude got a body on his back, all type of shit. So you pick your poison with Matias. However do you want it. But you better have a game plan. Better have a game plan, and you better come to box. You better be able to take a little bit of something, because you're going to get hit for sure. Tito want that get back. I see Just Do. Tio. With who? Who ain't want that smoke with? You say he ain't want to get back. Who ain't want to get back with? Double tap the screen if you have it, man. Make sure y'all double tap the screen. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're gonna build for a bit more. Oh, from the Matias SmackDown. Oh yeah. He ain't want to get that lick back, T Hill. My bad. I was being a little slow right there. Yeah, he slapped that man glass hat, whatever, because that shit like a costume, like it come together. That get up that T.O. was wearing, that get up that T.O. was wearing, looked like he bought that shit together. That hat and them glasses definitely came together. When he take one off, they both come off. That shit is a package deal, bro. That shit is a package deal, man. Package deal from T.O., man. Package deal, but nah, he didn't want that. So now you got a guy in Dalton Smith, right? Dalton Smith gonna take on this challenge. He got in the ring, and he seemed confident as hell that he could win too. You know what I'm saying? So I like fights where guys really get up for, and they up for the challenge. Dalton Smith, he got that look like y'all got me effed up, man. You know what I mean? Here, like, you know, people might underrate him because he's a UK guy or whatever have you, but I don't know. That could be bad. That could be bad, man. You get me? That could be all bad for him. Dante's Boxing Talk. My dog, what it do, man? Said Dalton Smith, yeah, a good fighter, bro. He got some tools to make this shit interesting and possibly tough for Matias. But can he stay consistent and disciplined under the pressure that's going to be getting brought? Like, the thing with him is you gotta look at the people that he fought and see if any of those guys come remotely anything close to the style that Subriel Matias has. And you might get some answers there. He gonna really have to be smart. He gonna have to be, bro. That shit is not gonna be easy. It could get dangerous for him in there if he's not careful. Tell you that right now. If he ain't careful, that shit can get bad. Dalton look bigger than Subriel. Yeah, he's solid too. He got solid side. He got good punch, solid punching power, man. He can box. He can box, but how consistent can he be? And can he box at the level that he boxes at under duress, under pressure? Right? Subriel Ortiz making the ring small because you know he only know one way, and that's in your chest, disrespectfully. He can get in your chest. He can invade your personal space. Subriel Ortiz is like that family member that don't knock, ring the doorbell or nothing. Just open the door, you know what I mean? Kick the door down and start fixing shit, man. You know what I mean? Fixing to sell meals. That's what he gonna try to do to Dalton Smith. He better have the grit to fight this man off, because I think he's gonna have to. Yeah, you can do some boxing, but I think, in boxing this guy, you're gonna have to take chances that's gonna put you in positions where you're getting hit. And what are you gonna do when he mounting that pressure, when he having his moments? Are you able to weather those storms when he having his moments, right? Do you stay mentally together if it's not going your way, right? Or do you start to unravel? That how mentally strong are you, right? Will pressure bust pipes or make diamonds? What kind of fighter are you? We will find that out against Subriel Ortiz. I could guarantee you that you're gonna find that shit out. And they out there in Puerto Rico, bro. Man, he about to try to beat your ass in front of the home team, bro. Man, they done told Subriel Ortiz he can have this fight in his backyard, bro. He about to act crazy. I'm telling you, he about to act, man. One time for Subriel, man. He about that, man. Subriel gonna act crazy, man. Y'all gonna get this man a chance.
Matias, you have a lot of big names in your division. Some of them are champions. We got Teofimo Lopez. We got Gary Antoine Russell. Are these guys that you're looking to face in the future? Matias?
I want to fight with everybody.
Everybody?
I don't have problem. Teofimo is scared me. He's pussy, Antoine Russell, I think, is a very good fight. And the kicking and hitching.
That's what I was going to say next, man. Hitchens wants smoke with everybody.
No got hydration, man. No excuse. So I'm here.
No excuses.
No excuses.
The green belt is the belt that everybody...
This message is for Hitching.
Let Hitchens know what you want to say, brother.
Hitching. Now I'm WBC champion. You no got nothing for excuse about the rehydration. This not in the unification. They no got hydration, so call me, man, please.
Call me, man. He talking about that word rehydration was tearing Matias' ass up, bro. He can't say rehydration to save his life, but he could say pussy. Teofimo, pussy, you know that he chicken. But you know what he said? Antoine Russell, I think, is a good fight. Yeah, you know it. Gary Antoine ain't coming with that. Rob, what it do, homie? Gary Antoine a little different. Shout out to my guy, Rob Walker, man. Manuel, what it do, man? Top of the afternoon, my dog. Said, bro, made up a new word for rehydration. Yeah, I rocks with it. Yeah. Hey, Teach, you heard him? You heard him, Teach? Man, that shit was tearing him up, wasn't it? He can't say that shit for nothing to save his life, bro. But shout out to Matias, man. Just that little bit of English and attempting to speak in English, it allows, I think, people like us to connect easier with the guy. You know what I mean? I know it is for me. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that he be trying to do these interviews in English. Doing more speaking in English. Double tap the screen, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, man. We hit 10K yesterday. Shout out to everybody, man. That's why I popped up here early at 10 o'clock, because we hit 10K. Just because we hit 10K. We built. Still got some stuff we're going to talk about, man, before we exit stage left, man. Got to talk about something I seen from Coach Calvin Ford, man. Oh, man, we're going to talk about this again. Said the IBF is the realest belt that protects the fighters with an acceptable rehydration cost. All of them need it. Yeah. Yeah, but what he's saying now is without it, you know, Hitchens don't got a reason to not want to fight him. That's why he keep talking about I don't even know what he called it, but he meant rehydration. I know what he was trying to say, but, you know, that's what he's saying. Like, now we'll be in a unification. So, but he better focus on Dalton Smith, man. Dalton Smith is coming to upset the apple cart, but Matias gotta show him that he ain't on that level. You know what I'm saying? But Dalton Smith, you're gonna have to show him because he don't know how to lose either. And he's a good fighter. But I'm telling you, the only thing is when these guys fight primarily where they be from, I'd be a little concerned when they finally got to fight somewhere else. They got to travel, and he pretty much going to be in Matias' living room. You know what I'm saying? His backyard, if you will. So that's going to give him a lot of motivation to be able to beat this dude. You know what I'm saying? You got the crowd with him. You know they're going to be screaming for him. They prideful people, man. They prideful individuals. Said Hitchens avoided Matias when he was on the line to be the mandatory. He did not pursue the opportunity. Yeah, A-Rod, he didn't want to fight him. He said it. He didn't want to fight him with the rehydration rules. He said because he a beast. He was like he wouldn't want to fight Matias being less than 100%, and he feel like that rehydration clause takes something out of him. But then when he got a belt and realized they both had belts, he was like, now they don't have to deal with that. So, yeah, he'll definitely fight him. And I respect it. It's something I respect, man, because these dudes, he could have lied, but I think he kept it real, and I respect it. I get it. He's stupid, yo. Desmond said, man, these chips and meat is so good. I almost forgot to tip the driver 50s. Bro, crazy. He came in here with it. Y'all double tap the screen. Hey, Desmond, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell and all that good stuff too. So how do you think Usyk Parker will win? Usyk and Parker, yeah. Usyk will win, man. You said Parker will win. Look, Parker can win. I mean, the chances I feel like are low, right? I feel like it's less than likely to happen, but anybody could win a fight. Anybody with a pair of gloves on that's trying has an opportunity to win. But I think Usyk is just too good. You know what I mean? I think the movement, the style, versatility of Usyk, level changes, the feints, everything that Usyk embodies as a heavyweight is just going to be a lot for Parker to me. Parker, who's been putting some good wins together since taking some L's, but I think Usyk, if he don't push it too far, I think he can retire undefeated. I think Alexander Usyk is that kind of talent, bro. Undefeated cruiserweight, ran through everybody, fought on the road. Get what I'm saying? Then jumped up to heavyweight and did it too, which is crazy impressive. So Usyk is special, bro. That dude is a special breed. The Butcher said Usyk versus Bacola, we heard sparring was bad for Usyk. You know, that's a crazy thing because somebody else that has some success against Usyk, but we just know under the lights, man, that should be different. You get what I'm saying? Under that lights, Usyk just be a different guy. He's just tough to deal with. Smart, not the easiest to hit flush. And he just understands the game, man. Usyk is a really smart guy. Really smart guy. Undisputed cruiserweight and heavyweight is crazy. It's a special talent, man. He in rare company. With the diminished heavyweight division, he is talented, yes. It's not the best crop of heavyweights. But like weakest heavyweight in history. I hear you, Rod. I understand, but just think of it this way, Rod. The ones you can't help the strength or who's there, right? The availability, you only could fight who's there. And when it comes to that, he's done that, right? So, and we could argue that he's an undersized heavyweight at that. And he still beat the AJs, the Dubois, the Furies. You get what I'm saying? So, very impressive, man. Very impressive for what Usyk did. Think AJ we're running back with Dubois? Nah, nope. That went too bad for him, boy. That went way too bad for him. I don't think the incentive is there. I don't think the confidence is there in him or his team that's something they need to revisit. And it's crazy because he might just not be able to beat Daniel Dubois, but Daniel Dubois can't beat Usyk, bro. Like, you got to stop. Like, Usyk really be stopping Daniel Dubois is crazy, yo. He really stopped this guy. AJ got to, like, they said maybe 2027 and he retiring. And if he lose before then he might. Said if he lose before then, he might retire before then. So we'll see. Maybe it's a chance we could see AJ before the year is out, or, you know what I mean, for 2026. But they say he might be looking to retire in 2027. Which is crazy. Similar when Holmes came in, was like talent with the legend, agent out this era, just that does not have dominant heavyweight fighters yet. Not able to push him. I mean, but you think though, Rod, he came from cruiserweight. He undersized, so he got pushed. Think about it. He fought Fury. He fought Tyson Fury. He fought Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua, all them dudes twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's had people to push him, but he's just been that good, I think. Now, I agree with his sentiments in terms of, like, overall talent level at heavyweight. I think it's taking a hit because, obviously, I feel like our big athletes are going into other sports, right? There's that conversation, but there's still, I think, a talented bunch there. Not, like, super, you know, get what I'm saying? It's not up the upper echelon, right? But for the wins that he got as a heavyweight, being that he came from cruiser, I respect the hell out of his run. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't too many people that's going to have a more successful run and career than Usyk. But I get what you're saying. You looking for, like, that rival where, you know what I mean, maybe somebody, dare I say, beat him, and they might have to fight more than one time rather than him fighting guys more than once because he beat him the first time, right? I get you. Skill Power says, I believe it's his mindset and desire to be the absolute best. I just think it's I think it's his chin getting checked, bro. I think it's his chin getting checked, Rod. Boxers, do you think Usyk beats? I don't know. Old school heavyweight boxers, I don't know. Because you know what? I never really gave it no thought, Al. Because never gave it no thought because it's like they'll be considered fantasy matchups, right? And another reason why I don't do that is because I know the consensus is, he won't beat a lot of these dudes from back in the day. He won't beat the heavyweights of yesteryear, and I get it. So I try not to even argue people's opinion on that. But the thing is, people don't realize, man, you can't help what era you born and fight in. You just could fight. And that's what he's been doing. He's just been fighting. So the guys that's here are the guys that's here, and he's dominated the competition and beat all these dudes after being an undersized heavyweight, giving up all that weight to Tyson Fury and still beating his ass like that. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy work. K Beauty, how you feeling? I served 88. What's good, family? How you feeling? So I would like to see Usyk versus Lennox. And man, that's something different right there. Yeah, AJ better, far better. Bruno. Yeah, Frank Bruno was pretty good in his day. Frank Bruno was pretty good in his day. Man. Boom, boom, boom. Do you think Joshua Edwards is going anywhere in the heavyweight division? I think he can. I think he has the upside to go somewhere. I do. I still want to see more from him, but he look like he can have a promising future, bro. Because he's athletic, man. He's athletic and he can fight. He got some skills, some talent. Just want to see more. I just want to see him more personally. I know it's early in the game. Just want to see how much more he got to, offer up. I just want to see it. All right, man. Let's keep building because we ain't done yet. We ain't done, y'all. We keep on scrolling over here. Good, man. Shout out to K Beauty. Always good to see you in the building, Queen. Appreciate you. So, look, man. The fight that everybody loved to hate or whatever it is. They saying the first press conference is scheduled for September 17th in New York. Watch free on Netflix. It's cool. Is the entire boxing world backing Tank on this? The entire boxing world, probably not. But when is the entire boxing world backing anything? Like, you could literally give the entire boxing world a fight that they complained about, said they wanted more than anything, and they still will find a way not to support or complain about something. In this case, they feel like there's so many other fights he could be taking, blah, 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 blah. But this is the fight he's taking at the end of the day. That money that they kind of throwing out there and reporting that he's looking to make, I wouldn't turn it down like I've been saying all along. But first press conference is in September, which is cool. And I had seen a clip from Calvin Ford, Coach Calvin, and he was talking about his potential concerns for Tank Davis going in this fight. Justin, what's good, homie? How you feeling? Appreciate you, K Beauty. Appreciate you, Queen. Need some U.S. heavyweight. Torres is the only one since Jared taking a step back. Some of these football players will have likely been an X-grade heavyweight. That's what's going on. Shout out to Justin. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody. We hit our 10K mark. And if you're new in the building, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Double tap that screen as we're going to keep building. And don't stop at 10. Let's get to 20. That's how I look at it. Let's keep building, y'all. But, yeah, Calvin Ford did a little short interview, and he had spoke on his concerns. So let's hear it, man. Let's hear it, because this is the fight that people love to hate, that they still gonna watch anyway, right? So let's hear what the coach had to say about this situation.
Okay, this is Johnny Boy. What's going on? I'm with the legend, Coach Calvin Ford. How you doing, Calvin?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
That's it, man. We're here in Baltimore, Maryland. We're here at the Tank Drive.
Another annual Tank giveaway, GTL. Man, they got it going. It's bigger, man. Outside's crowded outside. All the kids coming in, man. All the things.
That's it. We can see the kids, right? Everybody, they're giving out sneakers. The Tank giving out everything, right? Go for the kids.
Hey, today's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Coach Calvin. Happy birthday, man. God bless you. You do a lot of work for the kids, and they got to show support to you,
Well, grace of God and GTD and everybody that support us, man, in Baltimore, man. This is what it's all about at the end of the day, man. Showing the youth that we can come together and work together.
Absolutely. And what are you doing for your birthday? Any plans after the night?
I'm a hungry guy. I give thanks to my Lord that I got to see another year.
That's right.
That's when your new year really starts, when you get to see that year that you actually come in. And I'm thankful, right now, I'm just going through my journey. Got a serious fight coming up. Everybody keeps saying, nah. Jake Paul and Tank been going at it for years, and I got to worry about his safety,
Absolutely. And how did this fight come about? Because I remember Jake was at the fight with him in Lamont, with Javante Ford, and I thought it was next, right?
No, they was talking about this for years. Tank been going back and forth for so long, and people don't understand that, And one thing I can say about Jake, he's good at what he do, and he's been doing it. That's why he's where he's at. And everybody keeps saying, to be honest, this is a risky fight. You understand? Anything can happen, because I don't know all the logistics besides love, what weight class. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about yet. But my main thing is to keep him safe.
Absolutely. And how the weight differences are very big, 135 to heavyweight. How does Tank adapt to that weight?
You got to figure it out, man. That's why I'm so babbling right now, because this is this is a tall glass of water we got to drink. But I believe in my youngin', always believe in all my youngins, you know what I'm saying? But him, he's our forefront youngin', you know what I'm saying? It gives everybody else hope. You know what I'm saying? That it ain't nothing that you can't do if you don't put your mind to it.
Absolutely. You think Jake is going to be surprised when he feels that punching power from Tank Davis from a smaller man and hit like a heavyweight?
Because everybody talks about it's scripted, it's this, it's that. I think Tank hit him with some shit. The man gonna come out of him. Get what I'm saying? And I know how that is. You hit me with some shit, I'm gonna hit you with some shit. Get what I'm saying? So, that weight class and Tank weight class, you have to be concerned about that. So we got to be laser focused and just do what we do.
Definitely. And after this fight, what happens with Gervonta Tank Davis? Does he go directly into a Lamont Roach fight, the rematch, or Shakur Stevenson? What do you think?
I can't talk about that because that time ain't happened.
Okay.
Until we sit down and talk and see what the next plan. The main thing we have to worry about is the guy we got to stand in front of.
Yeah, and is it personal between Jake and Tank Davis? Do they really not like each other, or it's just business?
A little bit of both right now. A little bit of both.
They've been going at it for a while.
Everybody keeps saying, I ain't gonna watch the fight. It's messed up his legacy. I've explained something to you about legacy. Legacy don't stop until they put the dirt on it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does a lot of things in life. Like I had a bad situation coming up when I was young. I turned my life around and look where I'm at now. So you talk about legacy, it doesn't stop until you're 6 feet under.
Well, your story was an inspiration on The Wire, right? So you helped a lot of young kids. You changed your life around.
Correct.
You came from a hard background. So if you could do it, anybody could do it. And that's the message that you show, right?
That's the message that Gervonta Davis is trying to show the people, right? We're going to go through our ups and downs. If you're a kid coming from Baltimore, man, and going through all the obstacles that you go through and still survive in this city, man, you're amazing.
And that's what it is with Tank, man. Shout out to Coach Calvin, man. He listed his concerns, and I think, that's the part that makes it real. People calling it a fake fight. When two men got to get in the ring and you throwing punches at each other, regardless of a fucking record, it's punishment that either guy could sustain. I've never seen a fight that Tank was in that he didn't try to win. Regardless of the scripted outcomes, Tank ain't buying into no script. I don't see that. That'd be a sellout of his people. I don't think so. So these guys are going to come to win and try to hurt each other. How the weight disparity is going to be crazy. How this fight look is going to be crazy. Everything about this is unorthodox and wild, bro. It's wild as hell. I ain't going to lie. This is a wild-ass fight. But we got to see it, and we got to see what happens. We got to see what comes of it. You know what I mean? What comes from it and how these guys are going to look when they fight each other. You know what I'm saying? More than just the man going to come out of Jake, man. I'm telling you. So it's going to be interesting, bro. It's going to be interesting to see how this look. Yeah, man. More than just the man going to come out of Jake. I'm telling you. Jake can try to win, though. That's the weird part. I wonder, is it even going to be a winner, though? It makes me feel like that. Or is it just like pure entertainment? But shit, I hear they couldn't get it sanctioned as a real fight. That's why they ain't counting on the record. So this is some type of hybrid pro category or something. You get me? So I don't know, man. This gonna be a crazy ass fight, bro. Crazy. All that weight, man. That's what I'm saying. They talking about tanking. They talking about Crawford and Canelo. Shit, this shit is crazy because of the weight disparity is wild. You don't even know what they're gonna be at, what weight they're gonna be at, and how that shit gonna even affect them. What it's gonna look like. We just don't know. But let's keep building. So look, man, it's been some talk about some pictures that the Ring magazine had posted in regards to Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford, and this was one of them. I guess this is some type of artistic, I don't know, approach, but this shit look wild because I ain't gonna lie, this don't look like neither one of these dudes. Like, if you're gonna do this, like, I don't know, I guess it's humor in this, I don't know, but this don't look like neither one of Canelo or Crawford. This shit look wild. It's hell. Super wild. And this picture right here posted by the Ring, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, was they trying? I don't know if they was trying to be funny or what, but this shit look crazy. This look like Terrence Bud Crawford and Get Out. Like, I don't even know what this look like, bro. You could say art all you, I guess. Like, this shit is wild. I don't know if it's any undertones to it, but nonetheless, this is just one ugly ass picture. So it was cool painting. Everything is cool with the painting but the face. Like, everything else is cool. So this, I don't know what the hell this picture is about. I don't know what it's supposed to represent. But y'all gotta do better, man. Bud Crawford don't look like this. That's wild. That's nasty work. Nasty, nasty work right there. Nasty, nasty work. And we all know Cinnamon is on the docket. And there you go doing them damn neck exercises, bro. And that's why he ain't been knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. If y'all see it right there on that left side, man, to the left, look like his eye a little on swell right there, man. I ain't gonna make a big deal, but it shit look like it's a little, you know? Somebody might have touched him up, but shit, that's where you make your mistakes at in the gym. That's how you get better. So I ain't gonna make no big deal out of the eye thing. Sound like a casual, but I just something I noticed, you know what I'm saying? It'd be interesting if this the camp that he struggled in or had a tough time in, or what if Father Time, what we seeing is an indication of Father Time. You just never know, right? You just never know what it is with these fighters, man. But I like this picture. This is probably one that people ain't talking about enough. You know what I mean? This is one right here. He knocking on the door, man. That's Spence and Khan. It's crazy. I don't know why that's the two names, but whatever. But I do like this picture a lot, man. He knocking on that door. And it's very accurate because he is looking to be a Grim Reaper. He knocked on Canelo's door. He wanted this fight. He wanted this challenge. He was the one pushing. Him and Turkey was talking about it. Remember, Canelo was putting up resistance, saying he didn't want the fight. He wasn't going to get credit for it. Crawford too small. This, and that, right? And he's singing a different tune now. Now he's talking about how great the fight is going to be, and it's different, and Crawford's a really good fighter, and this and that. So you expect to hear some of those things as it gets closer and closer to the fight. But we'll see who the best man is going to be come fight night. Yo, this is going to be, I think this got the makings to be one of the best fights in boxing. I really do, because of the competition, what's on the line, the competitors, both two true competitors, especially Bud Crawford. He want to win at everything. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he had breathing contests before in his life. You know what I mean? Who could hold their breath the longest or something. This dude is just super competitive, and there ain't gonna be no difference on fight night. This is what he want to do. He seeked them out for a reason. He feel like he sees something that he could exploit and take advantage of, and I hope that he can. If he's able to do that, he's put himself in rare company, bro. So, respectfully, like you can call him hands down just one of the best fighters of this era, period. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw, he's still going to be that. You know what I'm saying? The loss ain't going to change nothing if he loses, but a win is going to solidify him in a much different space. It's going to be hard for people, no matter who you are, no matter how much you hate. It's going to be next to impossible to not get his man his credit or his just due for the work that he put in. It ain't going to make a lot of sense. So I rock with Crawford, man. I hope he win, like I said. But as far as the pictures go, the internet going to be the internet. I don't know what the Ring magazine or who's actually responsible for this picture, but this one, nasty work. But this one is also nasty work because Canelo like a damn lumberjack. That don't look like him. And this dude over here ain't Bud Crawford. That look like somebody from the PJs. And I ain't talking about the projects. I'm talking about PJs, the cartoon, bro. This is wild. That's some wild ass artwork. Them two ugly ass pictures. Y'all didn't need these ones, bro. That shit look crazy right there. But this right here, right on par. This is cool. Whoever came up with this one was on point. Them other ones, nasty work, man. Bud Crawford don't look like that. Or Canelo. Canelo don't look like that either, man. So y'all double tap that screen for your boy, man. Smash the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you new. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, this live was because we hit 10K. So we celebrated our hitting our mark. And everybody that's rocked with me, I appreciate y'all. Another dope early build in the books. And lastly, man, before we head out, my guy AB. My guy AB, man. I don't know who he fighting. I heard his name be thrown in there with some misfit stuff. I don't know if that's the case. I know he said he wanted to dedicate the next 3 to 5 years of his life to boxing and things like that. And look, I'm always rooting for somebody. I know he done battled addiction that probably almost took him out of here. So it's always AB versus AB, man. If he could conquer that and he could conquer the gym and find his way back in the ring, get a farewell fight, or who knows, go on to have a couple more fights and hopefully get some more wins, make some more money, put himself back in a good financial situation. that's something that I root for and something that I like to see. But this was him, you know, training for, I don't know what he got coming up.
Hey, I promised my brothers and my uncle I was going to keep working even though we had an off day. So I said I'm going to push myself today. So in damn near 90-degree weather, I ran with a silent top and a silent bottom on. So niggas better watch out because I'm coming, bro. I'll be back. They talking about it's over for AB. Get the fuck on it. Yeah, alright. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Straight like that. I see y'all in a minute. And I get it. Like, he out of shape. He this, he that. He working, man. That's all you can do. Like I said, coming from where he came from, to be all the way at the pinnacle of the sport, to be at your absolute lowest, still to be struggling, going through things and battling your way back. I'm going to always root for that, man. If you don't give up on yourself, I ain't going to give up on you. I'm that type of person. So, AB, if you know me, AB always been one of my guys. It ain't going to be no different. You know what I mean? It's somebody I root for, man. If he in the ring, I'm rooting for him to get that dub. That's just what it is, man. You like to see him winning, talking his shit, doing his thing, man. At the top of his game, man, AB was great for boxing. And you know what I'm saying? And you just don't know. So I don't know what he got left in him, but if he got anything left to give to the sport, I'm here for it, man. On it for his active checking account. I'm telling you, bro. At this point, I'm telling you for sure, but that's AB and that's the latest. But shout out to everybody. I appreciate every last one of y'all pulling up for this early build. Again, we hit 10K. Appreciate everybody that's been a part of the journey. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. Hit the like button, double tap the screen, turn your notifications on. We usually live every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And over here, everybody gets their just due. So with that, man, y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good Thursday. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk some more boxing. If we don't come back later, we'll be right back tomorrow. Spend the block to build on the sport of boxing and give it its just due. So with that, enjoy y'all day, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. Peace.
Representing Brick City,
Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination. It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting him with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knock.